Right, good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gahanga Cricket Stadium. It is the Davabet RCA Women's T20 League. We've got two teams here and the two captains, Diane Bimenyimana for Charity Cricket Club and in that Hamshi, Henriette Ishimwe, and our official there to flick up a coin is the home captain here, Diane. Tail is the call. Here it is. Right. Diane, you've won the toss today here. A different game. What should we expect you guys to be doing today?
We are going to bowl, and we've seen the wicket, we've played it on it, so we know how it plays. So we are going to come and, like our bowlers, the target is to try and restrict the Indatwa like below 120.
Yes, we have gone through your list. We've seen that today you've got your two Ugandan players, Janet Mbambas and Kevin Awino. What impact is that going to make to you in your squad?
Of course, it will help us to strengthen the batting lineup, and we've been struggling there. So I think today it will be another different lineup.
Okay, well done. Thank you. Good luck for the upcoming game. Ishimwe, you've lost the toss here. If you'd won the toss, what were you guys thinking up to do here?
We would like to bat first.
So it is a good toss for you guys to lose.
Yes.
Yesterday, you posted 158 runs here. Today, what kind of a total are you guys looking to set? If you look at the squad that Charity has possessed today, they've got Janet and Kevin Awino. So what kind of a total are you expecting to put there?
We don't have to change the approach, so we are going to put like 1/4 plus. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good luck for the upcoming game. Yes, the news at the middle today. Charity winning the toss and they've elected to have a ball first. Catch ups at 9:45. Good morning once again. Welcome. In that Hampshire taking on Charity. In that Hampshire, Sliss Ishimwe and the captain, Giselle Ishimwe, Ingabire Sifa, Irakoze Flora, Tuizere Cynthia, Tumkunde Joseph, Muhawi Nimana Immaculate, Mugoneza Grace, Uifiti Nimana Lillian, Uimiye Giseline, and Uize Imana Devota. That is the Indatwa Hampshire squad for today's game. Indatwa Hampshire losing the toss and being sent in to bet. There is the Charity squad. Bimenyimana Diane, the captain, Irajenya Sonia Ishimwe Diane, Isabayo Sandrine, Nyirandorimana Pacific, Neima Micheline, Kevin Awino, Janet Mbambas, both from Uganda, have joined the squad today. Umtoni, Celine, Uamahoro Angelique, and Uamahoro Katia. That is the Charity Women's Cricket Club. The starting 11 for today, day 3, game number 5 of the RCA T20 Women's League 2023, happening here at Kahanga Cricket Stadium, field number 2. Charity needs to register a win here. They have played and they have lost. And in that Hampshire playing their first game yesterday, beating White Clouds by a big margin, 126 runs yesterday. Giselle Ishimwe top scoring yesterday, falling short to a first 50 of this league. With the ball from the Mount End is Pacific Nyirandorimana. There's comparison there. They've played again 7 times. In that Hampshire winning 5, winning 3, batting first, and winning 2, bowling second again. Bowling first, So in that way, you've got a better chance against Charity according to the statistics. First ball in, dot ball to start off the first inning. Giselle Ishimwe and Cynthia Tuizere are the two openers for in that Hampshire. In pace off there, another slow delivery comes in. Still a long way to go here. First over, we know Giselle Ishimwe what amount of power, speed, thinking she possesses. Again, pace off hear from Nyirandorimana, realizing that Giselle is someone who likes to see the ball coming to the bat. So she's taking a pace off and more. Again, 70 matches, 68 innings, 1,758 runs, the highest of 119, a healthy strike rate of 31. That is some good statistics there for Giselle Shimwe. Again, drop shot, still maintaining the pace off approach. Good plan there to start off with from Nyirandorimana. She's one kind of those bowlers who always take wickets. A lot of the times she has been making those important breakthroughs for a team. I'm not alone here today again. Again, short and wide, straight to point. 4 dot balls here to start off with. So far is a decent over from Pacific, Nyirandorimana and Charity. I'm not alone here. I've got my partner so far for the past 3 days. Today is not with the coaching cap. His team is not playing. Good over so far here. Just to end of the first over with a maiden here. Lovely start from Nyirandorimana Pacific. This is what you'd want to see from your openers in the first over here. Coming in and being a bit disciplined. No extras whatsoever. No loose balls to follow up that. Bryson Bujingo, welcome back. We've got Indatwa Hampshire here and Charity taking on each other this morning. Lovely sunshine here. Maybe later on in the afternoon you never know, we are in the rain season, but yesterday there was no rain whatsoever, so which means you have been talking about how quick the outfield or slow the outfield was for the past 3 days, but today was yesterday there was a lot of sunshine. Today obviously there is a bit of some hardness on the surface in terms of getting runs on the ground, so we are expecting a lot of runs to be coming in today. Diane Bimenyimana, the captain, comes into the attack from the pavilion end. Welcome BKB, as I like to call you.
Good morning, Mr. Leonard. It's just a good, beautiful morning where there's no rain last night. You can even look at the outfield. It's a clear. Look at the team of the Charity. You see there's a new faces coming in. I think that's maybe sometimes what happens. If you look at the opening bowler for the Charity, they have got new faces. The wicketkeeper of Uganda and the vice captain of Uganda, Janet Mbabas, and Kevin Awino behind the stumps. I think it's a good stuff for Charity Cricket Club, having someone who can stay behind the stumps. The one that he used to have, she wasn't good enough. I think that even now you can even see the captain bring herself after first over, coming from the Lord End pavilion end, as I have been talking about. It's a beautiful morning. Let us see. The first over was a maiden. It's a wide ball from the captain of Charity, Diane Bimenyimana. If you look at these teams, how they have been playing, it's a derby. I can call it a derby every day. If you look at the games they have been playing, they played 5 games. In that Hampshire won 3, they won 2. If you look at the ratio of the winning, I have been watching on the cricket. If you have the ratio of in that Hampshire have been having almost 89 and others were 79 there. That's another dot ball from Cynthia. Twizel Cynthia. They're becoming, I don't know, maybe it's a strategy of in that Hampshire, bring Cynthia and Giselle Shimwe. Maybe it's a kind of a strategy. Giselle is a kind of a player who's attacking matches, 31 matches, Cynthia. She played there. If you look at her strikes, there's a kind of a player who likes playing cut shot, and she's a kind of a player who likes facing a lot of dot balls. Maybe it's a T20 format game. If you look at back in T10, she has not been opening. They have changed the format of a game now. They have just brought. Let us give her a chance and we see how. It's all about even building a player now. It's not all about depending on only 2 players or 3 players. If she's capable of doing it, giving her a chance, go and express herself. Another dot ball from her. That's me. What I'm expecting from this, they still have a lot of overs. If you look at the approach she's using, it's a defensive approach. If you look at sometimes you have got the covers. She's a quick extra cover. She's outside. Janet Mbaba, she's a quick with a good arm. But there's someone in the covers. If you drop, you can get automatically getting that kind of a single now. She just picked on the leg side. She's good at playing the leg side, the glass shot, and those are the shots she normally likes. She managed to get a single. So just the second line from in that Hampshire. let us see if these two, they can give a good start to that Hampshire. Looking there, their gout, people are sitting outside. The captain, she's outside. Henriette Shimwe, she's a kind of a good player who's always aggressive and always, she don't play a lot of defensive shots. She's always looking to attack, and I hope Giselle Shimwe give a good start to the team and she come in, look at Flora Ilakoze, she's still outside. And I hope yesterday she didn't click, and I think they have been talking with the coach what kind of approach she can use so that she can just contribute to the team. Imagine Muhaweni coming from Norway and give the team 24 runs from her highest score, and she's still outside. And I think now where she's sitting, she's just feeling herself. I'm going to do the same thing she did yesterday.
Another single taken to end over number 2 on 2 runs for no loss. Good start there from Charity, in terms of the bowling. And you've said it well enough. Again, Charity has been leaking runs behind the wickets because the keeper who was there was not tight enough to be stopping those deliveries. So Kevin Awino coming into the attack, into the team, and Janet Mbambas add a lot of value in Charity. But the whole important thing now is how are they going to implement themselves in terms of coming up here. Pacific Nyirandorimana comes in to bowl a second over. Now, obviously, she bowled the first maiden in the first over. Giselle Shim was in that mode of making sure and understanding what sort kind of approach can she use. If you look at it, they've dropped in a long on for Giselle Shimwe for that shot that she normally plays there. So now we need to see what kind of answers does she have for Pacific now coming into the second over. Goes short and goes on one knee. Played down on the ground. We talked about the outfit being quick. The first boundary of this game coming from Giselle Shimwe. She's not that kind of a player who would like to be facing a lot of dot balls. And going to what you have said about her opening with Cynthia Tuizere, I think because you've got a lot of overs here, Cynthia, the job that she just needs to do is to make sure that she rotates as much as she can. Look at that shot, dropped short, goes on one knee, and it goes all the way to the boundary. The placement there was perfect. Everything there was well done, 100%. Now, straight up, we saw Kevin Awino taking on the helmet, coming on the stumps, trying to stop Giselle from moving down the track. Was with the pace that Nyirandorimana is bowling here. Giselle, the other option that she has is to come down the track and go for that ball. So Kevin coming up on the stumps, we need to see how interesting it's going to be for Giselle. Is she going to change her approach or she's going to stick to that? There we go. Another dot. We played there. Would come back again from that boundary. So it's all about understanding who you're playing. If you look at the win versus lose ratio, in that way Hampshire are on top of Charity, whether they are batting first or bowling first. But it's all about how they're going to apply themselves and put a decent total on the board here. Again, another slow delivery. Pace off. Miscommunication between the two fielders. Janet Mbamba's end. Diani Tusabe Mungu, they're allowing Giselle to rotate strike. And this is something that also Giselle is good at, again, being able to understand where to get singles. If fielders make mistakes, she's always spot on in terms of her calling, in terms of her sprint. So whoever is going to be betting her with her needs to make sure that they are always ready to run. We talked about getting 2s and 3s. A lot of 3s in this tournament so far that you've seen. It has been Giselle that has been the one that is able to be doing those runs. Again, short and wide, that should be wide there from Pacific. 2 extra so far that they've bowled. So every time you see 3s and 2s, it's Giselle that has been involved. There's a shout there for LBW, but umpire Gaston Nibizi not interested. 2 delivers left in this over. Cynthia has faced 5 deliveries. She's on 1. Both of these batters are able to accumulate runs as they go on longer in the innings. Again, tries to go across the line. Not anywhere closer to that ball there. That missed the off stump by a few centimeters there. I don't know what Cynthia's thinking when she's playing that shot. There's a lot of gaps in front of her in the covers there. If she just thinks along those lines and play in that region and get off strike, she would have done herself and the team a good job there. Lovely. Good finish again there from Nyirandorimana. Well disciplined again today. The second over, she's bowled only managing to concede 6 runs of her 2 overs, 9 for no loss. In that Hampshire, it's going to be interesting now with the depth that Charity is possesses today in terms of the bowling. Again, Janet Mbamba's, hopefully she's going to bowl today again. That is going to increase their bowling depth. So this is a good start now for them. But I've spoken to Giselle earlier on. She said Pacific is someone who usually takes wickets early on. So this is something that she's also said she needs to work on. She doesn't want to give a lot of wickets early up front. So I think this has worked because I'm not seeing Pacific bowling a third over now. She's going to be reserved for the other overs to come. Diana, I'm not also going to see a bowling here third over if she does not make a breakthrough here. So that is a good plan again from Giselle Shima, not allowing these guys to take wickets. She said she's going to target the other bowlers that are going to be coming in. We're talking about Sonia Irajenya, we're talking about Tony Celine, we're talking about Neymar, Micheline, Diane, if she hits a ball in the hand. So that's a lot of playing calculative cricket from Ishimo Giselle. Good start again there from Diane.
That's just well said. I think that's a good. Those are the good overs from White Clouds. That's a good start. Look at how she's playing now. She's playing almost some defensive cricket. She just makes sure the bad ball goes. Look at Diane Menyman. She's an experienced player who bowls some outs, who move the ball away outside, and they have got a guy behind the stump who bowls well. Let us see what is the approach that they're going to use at this power play. I think that in this T20, sometimes you're going to win the power play, so that in the middle overs, you start to need constructing the innings now. You just keep, if they have not lost the wicket, and I'm telling you, with how she's stubborn there, so just not make sure that she's just staying on the wicket that side. They just need to keep that ball ticking, instead of getting a lot of dot balls, finding a way how can you convert that dot ball into a scoring option. You just need to communicate to a partner. That's another delivery from Diane Bimenyima, the captain. Bowling a lot of dot balls. You can even see 3 already dot balls. There's a chance of there. There's a short delivery from her. Gisela, she's more aggressive. Said there's a run-out chance there from Cynthia. That's a good running between the wickets. Those are 2 runs there. That was a short delivery. If you see Gisela, she's just waiting for a bad ball to go. A bad ball being canned. That's sometimes you need such a kind of a player. If understanding someone you're learning with, how is the strengths of your partner now? You understand, you communicate well. You can even hear the dugout. Let us push. As long as they're still on the wicket there, that's why we've been seeing the lines will start coming there after power play. You never know when the field set is being open. It's a kind of strategy play all teams have been using.
Again, poor communication there from the 2. Again, there you see, poor communication. There's a chance there given, but Neymar Micheline could not hold on to that. She dropped that ball. You don't want to be dropping players like Giselle Shimwe. Again, 2 chances missed in 1 ball here by Charity. Let's hope they won't live to regret. Players like Giselle, those are not players that you would want to offer a lot of chances. Yes, players like Giselle, you look, she has faced only 16 deliveries and she's on 9. But those are not players that you get worried about because they are good at catching up. Lovely comeback there from Diane. Yes, you've talked about winning the power play. Yes, it's very, very important to win the power play with runs again. But sometimes in T20, you always win the game also between over number 7 to 13, where teams are not even aware on how you're going to be scoring runs. Because the moment they spread the field, that allows you to get a lot of gaps in front of you. This is so even if you fail to win the power play in terms of getting runs as a team again, you also need to make sure that you capitalize when the restrictions are out of the way now. So it's when you've got someone like Giselle being there for longer, she's someone who can change the gear anytime anyway. So you don't need to get worried about getting a lot of runs in the power play. Yes, they have outclassed you in the power play in terms of dotting you, but as long as you don't lose wickets in hand, you have to tick that box that we didn't lose wickets in the power play. How now do we use the wickets in hand that you've got after the power play? 4 overs gone here, 12 runs on the board.
That's just well said. That brings Sonia Elijah coming from the mount end there, coming to some spin. I think with the way she tosses up the ball, and I know Giselle, she always wants to go for her. It's a good change for her after replacing. Coming into ball there, Elijah Sonia toss the ball away. Giselle just go with a small with a defense. There's no run there. I think this is what Chelsea have been. I think I call it just it's a body language. If there's a chance of getting a new players in the team, and if you look at how their body language, use of the feet, that's how you just for that kind of a delivery. You don't need even to wait. You look at the pitch, how the pitch behaves sometimes. If you wait for that ball to bounce, sometimes to get extra bounce, sometimes to get slow. It's a good use of your feet. And she has been using that even yesterday's game, playing against White Clouds, the way she used the feet. And to work for her. Let us see Center goes against that kind of trying to play catch. There's a chance of run out there from bowling side end. They just make to get a quick single there. I think even if the bowlers are not coming, I think the batters of the Hampshire need to think how. If the bowlers are not coming now, what can we do now? They just think they can keep the board rotating that strike and start putting few runs on the board there. And some just willing to see guys putting 120 and above on the board so that they can create competition. If you look at the bat of like Diane, Katiwa Maholo, Kevin Awino. It's another dot ball. The ball is not coming. That's another thing you just need to start learning how to deal with. If you look at that kind of a spin, the ball is not turning. It's just the ball is coming. It's just like tossing the ball. You just make your own mistake. If you look at how if you see how they have opened the field, there's a chance of there. Good shot. Again there's a run out chance there from the captain at long off. He just stopped to get a single. That's a one ball to go there. They just managed to consider 2 runs. If you look at how the batters of Hampshire, how they always strike the ball, is it because of they have brought in new players in the team? It's all about giving confidence to the players now. I think it's because of the new players, all the someone behind the stumps? Another good delivery from Sonia Ilajana. It's just the end of the 5th over. The score is 14 for no loss. I think that I just can call it a low score for the power play. We always talk about winning the power play. 1 over to go. We never know what might happen there. But look at the approach they are trying to use. The batters in that Hampshire, they are trying to use during this particular time. They are not playing some attacking shots. If you count the leg, the teams on top, there's a Gang of Queens, that Hampshire. Gang of Queens played 2-2, 1-2, lost 1-2. They never lost any game. Tie 4 points. And that Hampshire 2 points, 2 points. All of them they played 1 game, except Sorwate Cricket Club lost 1 game yesterday. Charity, they've got 1 point there. They've won 1 game against White Clouds. Let us see what might happen. It's just 14 runs. What's going to happen after the power play? What's going to be another plan from the dugout over in that Hampshire? If you look at how they are playing the batters, they are playing some defensive shots. Those are what we call Charity. The way they are playing now, that's what we call winning a power play. If you just go, there's a low runs, there's a low score after 6 overs. There's nothing you can just talk about just low scores after. As long as the wickets are seen in hand, you never know what might happen in this sport of cricket. We call the game that's the first innings off after bowled last over all ball, checking the last wicket of the game. But looking from my point of view here, the projected score is 56 after 5 overs. That brings back Janet Mbaba's on the attack. Gisela just talked about it and just picked that quick single. She's an experienced bowler from Uganda coming ball. She's bowling from the pavilion end there. It's a kind of a expensive bowler from Uganda. She played in Aziz Daman Cricket Club, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's a Soloti. I think those are the clubs she normally plays for. That's a good leg cutter from her. She normally plays like such a kind of a shot. There's a chance if you look at the field set off now, when she comes in to bowl, she has got, they know that she like to cut. There's a deep extra cover. There's only one person outside now because she's a kind of a slow bowler. She just moved the pace on the ball. Gisela keep facing 22 balls, 10 runs. There's a chance to run out there again, but that's a long end. I think there's just a smelling run out that side. If you look at, they just need to agree between we all talk about the communication between the partners now. If you're just willing to get those quick singles there, if you look at how the captain of the Charlotte Diani Menyimana, how she's changing the field set for each batter, which means there's a thinking behind. Getting deep extra cover, come inside here because they know how Tuesday center plays. Sometimes she just punches. You can even see now Kevin Awino bringing the covers closer. Another dot ball, trying to commit early to his center. If you look at, played 12 balls, 3 runs. Gisela played 23 balls, 11 runs. Just shows the kind of approach. I don't know what's the plan. I don't know what's the kind of plan they dug out over in that Hampshire. How are they going to go this score? If you look at the projected score, is 55 there. Janet Mbaba's still on the track. They just might go two runs and another good delivery from her. Considering only 2 runs, I think after the power play, in that Hampshire managed to get 16 runs for no loss. For no loss. Now I think they have got wickets in the hands. They just need to be more smarter here. Giselle, as an experienced player, I think getting these 23 runs off 11 balls, it's something that facing a lot of. If you look at her strike rate now, it's just below and below. Those are the kind of things you cannot expect from Gisela, like Ishimwe. Giselle Ishimwe there on the strike now. She needs just to start thinking how she's going to take the team on top there. She needs to take the team up on the board. Another good shot, giving herself a low man, getting a single stretch, getting a dot ball to the extra coverage on, having a light feeder, a good feeder there to the extra coverage on. Janet Mbaba's there. I think Gisela needs to step up and put some runs for the board. Trying to force that quick single. If that ball wasn't to the hand, trying to get that, keep the board ticking there. I think if you look at this score here, when you talk Charlie, have already won the power play. I think it goes back to the mindset of how the approach they've been discussing about. I think is it because they have brought in new players in the team, it changes their mindset.
I think it's just the approach that in that way is using here now. They are being a bit cautious here again, in as much as you'd want to keep wickets in the end, but you got to be positive in going about it. But what I would want to see happening here is to have Giselle betting a bit more longer, again, deep in the innings, not to get worried about the runs, but as long as she's still there, tricky shot there from Twizer Cynthia, managing to beat the keeper behind. No matter how runs come there, in that Hampshire would need them. But the most important thing there, Bryson, is as long as Giselle is in there, no matter how many runs she's got, she's going to pose a lot of danger, because she's someone who knows how to change the gear early on and later on in the inning. So the most important thing is to keep Giselle inside. If I'm in that way, I don't need to put pressure on Giselle. Let her bet in the year she's on 12 of 25 delivers. That would take her only 2 or 3 boundaries to change that. So as long as she's still there, that was played down across. That should be easy too. Good work there in the deep. So as long as Giselle is still in there, Bryson, whether they've lost the power play or not, she's someone who can catch up and cover up very, very well. So that is the most important. If I'm in that coach or the captain, the message that I would send to Giselle to say, don't worry about the runs that you've got, but as long as you are still in there, we are in a good position.
That's well said. She's a kind of a danger player. She knows. I think she already think a lot of things. If you can see, she gets another dot ball. Sonia, Elijah, and at the end of 7th over, the score is on 20 for loss of no wicket there, which means if you look at the feeders from the captain, how they have got already that kind of a confidence. I know she's a just dangerous player. She knows what to do at any time. She can just change automatically from facing 27 balls and scoring 14. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but a player like Twizel Cynthia, she just needs to make sure she just gives strike a lot of Giselle. If she keep facing a lot of more dot balls, sometimes it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the batters outside there. This brings back the Hasken spell. Janet Mbava's coming from the pavilion end there. That brings back Twizel Cynthia there. That's how normal shots she normally plays. Finding that kind of a gap. There's a chance of there. There's a misfield there that side. There's a run-out chance there. But she managed. That was a good running between wickets from Twizel. Gisela being kind of a athletic player, knowing if they are single be taken, she just make sure that she tries it and get that quick single. She's kind of a good player between the wickets that side. The first ball, they might get two. Those are the shots of Twizel. She normally just go forward and she just twisted her top hand and make sure she get that guard. If you look at even the captain, the fit that she planned for her, there's a backward point, there's a backward point, there's a point again. There's even the third man, she's inside already because they just can't. Look at even the covers, they are too close. Extra cover, she's inside. Look at that kind of a fit because you understand a kind of a player now that side. That's a good thing for the captain of the Charlotte Cricket Club, Diani Menyimana. And with the experience of Janet Mbava's, how she bowled the cutters without pace behind. That's a wide ball there. Janet Mbava's half-fast wide ball.
You know what I can say here, Bryson? In as much as Charities won the power play here, but what is going back in their deep of their mind is they haven't taken any wicket yet whatsoever. So what they are doing now, they look at in that Hampshire's dugout, the other batters that are yet to come. Again, Cynthia tries to go across, but again she got a top edge there. She's surviving, leaving dangerous there, Cynthia Twizel. But as long as they don't take wickets as Charity, obviously deep down in the back of their mind they are a bit worried about that. If you have managed to control the runs with the team, but you should be taking wickets as well. But as long as you're not taking wickets, someone like Giselle Henriette Shimwe can come and change the gear for the team. So that is something that is worrying them here now. She goes up and over. Giselle Shimwe there. Is it going to race all the way to the boundary? Yes. Second boundary of Giselle. Janet Mbamba is trying to bowl a bit more straight, staying on the leg side, but Giselle is strong in that region. Now, this is what I've been saying. Now, as long as someone like Giselle is still betting in there, it doesn't matter how many runs you've got in the board, but she's that kind of a player who can be able to adjust and change from there. You can look at that shot again. Janet Mbamba has come in, tries to bowl a bit more straighter, trying to attack those terms, but Giselle got the bet of that end, got a boundary, because mid-on is inside and mid-off is inside, mid-wicket is inside. The only one guy that is protecting the boundary is there. A deep extra cover. Diane opting for the attacking field set here. Would come back there from Mbambazi, a bit more straighter, but short of the length, not allowing Giselle to go back or forward or to free her arms, either vertical or horizontal, to play that shot. Outside edge. She tries to be clever there, Kevin Awin, and Giselle realizing that the stumps have been broken. The only way the batter can run out is for the keeper to uproot the stumps with the ball in the hand. But Kevin had no time whatsoever to do that. Clever, smart cricket there from Giselle Ishimwe. One more delivery left in the over. Giselle being the smartest of the two there. I'm telling you, she realized that if the stumps have been broken, the bails have been dislodged down, the only way you can get yourself run out is for the keeper to run and uproot the stump with the ball in the hand. But Kevin had no time whatsoever to be able to effect that. There you see, during the process, she got herself injured in the finger. The physio is looking after that. And just a little short break there. And that also gives them a chance to re-strategize. Again, you can see the 12th player going in there to deliver the message to the two batters. The end, you can see on the right side of your screen there, Charity again having a few discussion again. So this has allowed them to come in up with different strategies again. Yes, they are in control in terms of controlling runs, but how are they going to come up with a plan of taking wickets? I think that is the discussion that is going through their minds there as a group. And you can see the batters in there again discussing on what to go and what to do there. A partnership again there, 29 or 47 delivers. Not bad, yes. They should have gotten more there, but still, as long as they don't lose wickets in hand, that is good. That is the good approach that you can use in T20. Again, keep those wickets in hand all the way up to the end. Then you can accelerate from there. 29 for 0 here. So far into the 8th over here. Still a long way to go. Let's hope this is not going to be bad for Awino and Charity. She's getting treatment. We can see just in front of us here. She's bleeding on the finger there. Hope it's not going to be something serious that is not going to affect your betting early on or also affect your keeping as he goes deep in. Yeah, the treatment has taken a bit longer there, which means that was something that is serious there. But she looks fine there, taking the gloves back into the hands and looking forward to be walking back to continue there. 29 for no loss into the 8th over. Just one delivery left in this over here. Janet Mbamba's over is considered a boundary. 9 runs so far in this over. She's back on your feet, running back to continue with keeping there. She looks fine there. She goes back now. We are ready to see the game continuing again, resuming after that short break. It is game number 5 of the RCA Women's T20 happening here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium in Datwa, Hampshire, taking on Charity Women's Cricket Club. Charity winning the toss and electing to have a ball first. And in that Hampshire finding themselves on 29 for no loss. Some good cricket that we've seen in there. Some good disciplined bowling from Charity. Now a different squad. If you look at it again, the fielding again has been up to scratch. And the bowling again has been up to scratch as well. Lovely piece of cricket that we have seen. Wide ball, Signal tries to go for the sweep to his Cynthia, but could not get a bet on that ball. But still, an extra in that Hampshire who take it. That brings 10 runs so far in this Janet Mbamba's over. A big over for Indatwa. Goes across the line, Cynthia 2-0, and Janet Mbamba's strikes. First wicket falling down for Indatwa Hampshire 2-0. Cynthia having too much, 17 deliveries that she faced, only managing to score 6 runs at a strike rate of 35.29. But she ended up giving up, playing that loose shot of the last delivery of the over. She's been playing well so far, but loss of concentration, I think, there. I don't know even the instruction after that break that came in from the dugout. Look at that. That was full and straight. Then she tries to go around the legs, exposing that off stump, finding herself bowled. And that brings in Sifa Ingabire. In that Hampshire are on 30 for the loss of 1 wicket. 8 overs done.
Yes, that's well said. I think these are things that are being a discussion even in our commentary box. You look at not being more cultivative when you're batting. It was a break. You know always what break brings sometimes. Even international cricket, even the test cricket, how if someone takes a break and coming back, you're going to be more cultivative. It was just only one delivery remaining to go for another over. And if you look at that shot that she normally played, she just went across the line. The ball was full, which means you need to apply as full face of your bat as much as possible, playing more straight as you can. Because she stayed there for long for wicket, which means she wasted a lot of balls. Which means sometimes that brings back Sifa Ingabire in to bat. This is where Giselle needs to play big innings for the team. Yeah, with that kind of a bowling, that's a good shot. That's a hammering shot. Good shot. The ball always traveled the way to the boundary, giving herself a loom. Just picking the ball with that. Giving herself a loom. If you look at the field, they've got only 2 players outside because look at that shot. If you look at that field set, it's just already at the end of the power play. I think it's a good sign of swinging. They've got only to go to the deep square now. She's working out. If you look at how that girl, she's just fighting the ball. Even the captain of the charity trying to take herself back on the long offside there. They've got the cow now. You see the feed is changing now automatically. Getting the long on the boundary, and there's a cow there and the deep square. And 45 from the long off. Said, let us see. With that kind of a delivery from Zeta, and I know Giselle will never hesitate to go that side. If she just picked that ball. Another good delivery from her shed. Calling that quick single that side. Look at how the score is just keep going up. That's what a cultivative player. I know I have faced a lot of dot balls then, which means I'm going to take a responsibility there. Sonia Ilajena coming from the mount end. Bowling her some spin there, even if the ball is not turning, but she used to be a medium pace, but she changed with the spin, with the tactic of the coach. She just picked it. That brings safe on the strike. That's a wide ball from her, from Sonia Ilajena. There's a chance that those are the guys who have good learning between you can Sifa and Giselle. They just know each other. Their communication have been 100%. If someone says yes, no one says no. She's good at running between wickets. She's a kind of a player she knows how to anticipate the field set and see where the field does. And she's not a kind of a player who can hit a lot of boundaries, but she's a kind of player who play more straight as much as she can, but she can manage get a lot of singles. That means Giselle again giving herself a room again. That's another good shot there, another single. They keep board ticking there like this. I'm telling you, at that time, I'm not getting being surprised getting 120 and above. Look at their dugouts, people are still outside. You can see players like Elias have got a lot of runs on the board there with the kind of a creator she plays. Flora, maybe today she can come up with another approach. Safer trying to step out. There's a chance of a catch there, but no man is around there. There's a chance of run out there. Gisela, I told you she's a good at running between the wickets. She just saw it. There was misfield there and she says, I'm coming back. That is the kind of a skill as a batter. Taking fast line quickly, hoping there's another chance of getting another single. That's kind of Giselle, that's kind of a skill she has got that side. That's another good shot. Use of the feet, getting the ball on the leg side there, and managed to get 2 lines that side. Use of the feet. I think that kind of a slow bowling. I can call it a slow bowling. It's not a spin. I can call it a slow bowling. If you just pick that ball like that and use of your feet and stepping out and getting that kind of a single.
42 for 1 here after 9 overs. I said it, as long as someone like Giselle is in there, she's someone who can be able to control the innings and get you in a good position. And this is something that she has done. They were 18 for no loss after 6 overs. But look at it now. This is 9 overs. They're already on 42. Giselle is now on 25 after 33 deliveries. At one point, she was on 6 after 15 deliveries. So as long as Giselle is still out there in the middle for Indato Hampshire, the chances of them putting a very much competitive total is up for grabs and is still there. Neymar Michelin comes into the attack from the road end.
That brings Neymar back on. Sorry. Another dot ball. Look at that long stride. I think there's no balance that side. If you look at how that's long stepping, trying to go forward with the drive shot. If you look at how she went out yesterday, she was just long. She just put a lot of long stride when she's going to bat there, and the ball was out of the water. She ended up closing the bat, and the ball went straight in the hands of the point. I think now she just needs to make sure that she utilizes. There's a long on, long off, deep X cover, and the third man in John. You just getting that singles. Yes, that's the area covers. That's slope fading from Shimwe Sabemungu, feeding in the cover region there. She can do better than that. That's why sometimes they brought you in covers. You just need to say, I'm in covers, I'm close, try to stop those singles. She can do better than that. That was not supposed to be a land. And even if you can look how the captain and how Janet was just saying, Gisela is someone who can hit the ball hardly. We need to have open feed for her. That's a wide ball from Neymar Michelin. Another extra. Just if you look at what I've been talking about, say as long as people are still on the wicket, from 6 over 7 to 13 over. That's if you look at even now, lines are still start coming. If you look at they have been going 2 lines per over, then how they're going 4 lines per over. Let us see after 10 overs, what's going to happen at the end there. Another day goes wide ball, giving out free lands to the Hampshire team. Those are the things that comes there after the power play. You never know where lands sometimes they are coming. I think it's her plan as a bowler. If the openers did a good job, I think you don't even come and try a lot of things. Let me try to bowl line and length. Even if I'm not try not to bowl more quick, I have got the field set well. Let me just develop. If you look at Sifa, she's a kind of person who's not more aggressive. She's good at running between. She just needs. She like getting those singles. Another good dot ball, good comeback from Neymar Michelin after bringing that dot ball. You just need to keep, if you're batting someone like Giselle, you just agree. Look at the covers, extra cover, they're almost closer to the 30 yard. If she just get blocked with how Giselle, she's good at line between wickets, there can be a chance of getting that kind of a single. Not trying to hit the ball hard. If you look at how she's just going for the shot and closing the arm early. No use of footwork there. That's a good delivery from Neymar Michelin. That's a good comeback after bowling 2 consecutive wide balls. If you can just use your footwork on that kind of a pitch, use of your footwork. If you look at Shimwe Sabemung in covers and have been just seeing her, she can do more with her experience sometimes, but she has been considering a lot of runs in the covers. Those are the things that she just. There's a chance there. There's an edge there. Oh, the bed. There's a backup. There's the third man loaded. There's a chance of getting another run-out chance there. That's a good running between the wickets from Sifa Ingabile. After causing out for 3 dot balls, if you look at the comeback now for her, getting that inside edge, the keeper, she wasn't aware what's happened, and they managed to get those 2 runs between the wickets there. One delivery to go. Let us see what I've been talking about, being more calculative on the wicket. Is she going to get that kind of a single, or she's going to stay there? There's a chance. That's what I've been talking about, Mr. Arena. This just being more calculative and getting that kind of a single. They are good at trying between the wickets, all of them, and they have got that kind of agreement together.
End of 10 overs here. 48 for the loss of 1 wicket in that Hampshire. I think I'm not in that Hampshire dugout here, but from the look of things, when they lost that wicket of Cynthia Tuizere, they did send in Sifa Ingabire, and her job, I think the instruction was clear for her to get off strike and give as much strike to Giselle as possible, trying to get on those singles, but that is not seeming to be happening here. She's conceding a lot of dot balls. She has got 8 runs off 7 delivers, good enough. But if you look at how she's going about in the over, it's not the kind of instruction that have come from the dugout here. She needs to do something that is better there for her to get in. In the last 6 the deliveries of this first innings, how much more runs can in that Hampshire put? The projected score is 96. We know that can be less or that can be more, depending on what happens in the middle there. Celine has been brought into the tackle. Another slow left arm off spin. The slow bowling has been working so far for Charity. Now they've brought in Celine Umtoni to come and bowl from the Mount End. And now on strike is Sifa Ingabire.
You have been thinking how this wicket is being turning, and if you look at Celine, she tries to turn sometimes. She get things right there. There's a flight ball. Sifa picked that a gap and hit the ball well. All the ball travels all the way to the boundary. That's a good shot from Ingabile Sifa. It was a full ball. Use of the feet. Picking that gap. Look at the footwork she normally use. Picking the ball, the light, and it's a gap. There's no need of even chasing that ball. If someone just connect that ball well and put the ball in the gap, that's a good stuff from Ingabile Sifa there. Let us see how this last 60 deliveries, what kind of approach are they going to use? Are they going to go to, if you look at the projected score now, they're talking about 102. You never know, they might even go as long as just there, and have got some batters behind. That's a good turn. I've been talking about that side. There's this pitch from this end where Celine, she's coming, Muton Celine, where she's coming from Mount End. There's turn on that pitch. They have been playing on that wicket for a long period of time, and as long as you play on that game, on that pitch more times, another extra. If you look at the statistics of Celine Umutoni, she always like to bring such a kind of extras. I don't know what she's trying to do. If she stay consistent, she ball one ball the light earlier, and that's why she picked the gap there. You can see that there's a chase from there. That's a good chase. There's a run-out chance there. Giselle, a good running out between the wicket there. They managed to get 3 runs. That's a good landing. Even you can see all people behind. Good chase from Janet Mbabazi, backed up with the Nema Michelin. Those are the things, if you are chasing that kind of a ball, if you look at that thing they did together, chasing that ball all the way to the boundary, and there's this point, there's extra cover. Let us chase that, but there's a chance of stopping that. That's kind of basics of the game in the feeding. You can even do. That was a good fading and good running between cuts from Hampshire batters. You must get 3 runs. That's kind of a good running between the wickets. There's a quick feed set, changing captain, telling deep square to come inside. There's a cow. There's a long on. There's a long over outside. There's a deep extra cover. The people who can catch the ball on the boundary, there's a Katia, Sonia Ilajana, Diani Bimenyman, and Janet Mbawazi outside. Another flat ball. That's the umpire question. But there's a chance of getting 2 lands there. No man's land there. The umpires talk that's a no ball there. Leonard have been talking about these things. Sometimes you try to fly the ball harder. I think those are the things she just need to keep working with the coaches in the dugout. She can be a good off spinner. She played in a high performance setup national team. She get a chance to be there, and she was bowling more better. Those are the things the coaches need to realize, and letting her to bowl more overs and understanding how she can be. She can be a good bowler there. Another short diver, Gisela picked it on the left side. Then that's what you need to be. The ball all the way travel to the boundary. We've been talking about Gisela's balls have been facing now. Look at now, it's getting closer. The gap is getting closer. She started 6 balls, 37 balls, 32 lands. You can even think as longer the more you bat. Those are the things. The more you bat longer, the things start coming easier. Your shot starting coming in. She was just respecting let us not lose the early wicket. Look at that, stepping out and picking up, giving herself a room, and that connection. And ball all the way traveled the boundary. And they're going on a rate of 5.91, which is Linus, which needs, if she's still on the wicket and bat longer, things will be changed there. There's another chance of run out that side. That's a poor throw from. It was being too lazy. There's some runs when you have a light fielders at the light places now. If you look at Janet Bowles, she's going out extra cover, and she's a kind of athletic player with a good arm on the point. Those are the things I think the captain just can pick and say, let me get someone who's have got alert, who's alert at the point. The point is a crucial place where there's a lot of chance run out. I'm telling you, if it was Janet Bowles on that point, it was going to be 70% of run out that side. One more delivery to go from Mtona Celine. Another, that's a good shot, picked up with a turn. They just managed to get 2 runs there. Gisela said, let's go. It's a good run between the wickets from that combination, and they have been watching this when they are playing together, batting together. They used to open together, and look at how they are running between wickets. They all of them, they agree with each other.
End of over number 11 here. In that, Hampshire are on 66 for the loss of 1 wicket. Good comeback there from Ishimwe Giselle. I talked about it again. It's not all about worrying about winning the power play in terms of runs. Sometimes you can also win the power play by not losing wickets. That is what in that Hampshire. Look at that partnership. 36 of 19 deliveries between Giselle Ishimwe and Ingabire Sifa. That is what you need in a team when your number 3 comes into bat, being able to control the innings, being able to accumulate runs in between. Why? Because the field has been spread now. You look at it now, they've got 4 guys outside the circle. That allows and that brings you a lot of gaps to work on around with. So that is something that Sifa Ingabire has managed to do. She's on 17 of 11 deliveries. Good enough. That is what you want. 5 boundaries so far in terms of 4s that we've seen in this match. More of them are to come, but there's still a long way to go. Tournament boundaries, we've got 53 and 16 so far. So going back to the game here again, like I said earlier on, Biraison, it's not all about winning the power play in terms of runs. It's all about keeping those wickets all the way to the end. So now Giselle Ishimwe is still in there, and that is threat to Icherity. And look at how she's playing, the shot that she's playing. She's well in control. So she needs to make sure that she bets a bit more longer, so that when someone like Henriette Ishimwe comes, someone like Jose Marie Tumkunde, Flora comes in, they've got that freedom to express themselves and go for those big hits again. And once, if they do that again, that is going to see us and see in that Hampshire putting on a big competitive total here on the board. Neema Micheline continues to bowl, and Giselle straight up off strike again. This is something that she's also good at doing here, Giselle. How to get off strike, how to get those boundaries again, bring Sifa back to the attack. And now Sifa, the only job that she just needs to do is to maintain what she has been doing, get off strike. If the opportunity arises for her to get that boundary, she does that. So that is something that is clever, that Sifa Ingabire has managed to do here, and she needs to continue doing that for a long period of time.
That's well said, Leonard. Sometimes just let us see what might happen at the end of the first inning. Neema still Another extra land today that goes in the pocket of the Hampshire. Nema Micheni. So just kind of things. I think the bowlers need to start realizing what kind of line do we need to bowl now in the particular time. If you look at the Charlie, it's kind of a team that have got their bowlers, the openers, if they are done, they are not consistent. They are slow bowlers. Other bowlers are not more consistent. These are the things that just need to improve and work on way forward. There's another dot ball there. That's a good line she bowled. That was a good line.
But if you look at it there, that's a good shot from Sifa. Yes, she managed to find the bowler, but she's trying to look for that long on gap there. And by doing that, if she manages to access that, that is going to bring Giselle back on strike. And that is good what she's doing here, Bresson. I'm telling you, it's a good plan there. You look, just dropped in front of the cover. They straight up, they go for one. Another call there. It hit the stumps, but this time around, it did not go anywhere. It just stays on the wicket. But still, the most important thing for Indatwa Hampshire is Giselle is come back on strike. So far, 3 runs they've managed to get in this over. 2 of them coming from the bed and 1 of it being an extra. So that is something that Indatwa Hampshire have managed to do very well. Rotation of strike between these 2 batters here. So that is something that you would want to see, and you want it to be done a bit more longer. What answers does Diane Bimenyimana has for these 2 batters now? What kind of a field set is she going to put? Where is she going to get that wicket she's looking desperately for? Good shot there again. That is easy too there. Sloppy fielding there from Tusavebung Diane in the covers. Good shot there from Giselle Ishimwe. I'll keep saying this, Bresson. This is something that they've done well, these 2 batters here. Rotation of strike. When the boundary opportunity comes, they take on the boundary. Still into the 12th. Over number 12 there. Giselle walks off. There a bit of some distractions there, I think. Maybe she's not just toying with Neymar's mind. You know, these batters, sometimes they get a bit naughty. It's never easy for the medium pacers bowlers running in 15 yards. Then the batter walks away as soon as you're about to deliver the ball. There she goes again, dropped in front. Another single taken. Good calculative cricket there from the 2. 1 ball left, Bryson, in this over. If you are Diane again, coming in again now, in the last 8 overs, like what sort of kind of approach are you going to use now to make sure that you quieten these guys from taking singles and taking boundaries? What can be your plan now as Diane coming forward after 12 overs? Again, good shot again there from Ingabi receiver. Anything that they're hitting. Can this be a run out there? Sifa being sloppy there again. Sloppy running again from the 2 there. Refusing to run. The stumps were broken down, which means it gives them little chance of that run out, but Sifa denying Giselle to get that run out. Wicket number 2 falls off in Indatwa Hampshire, and BKB Bryson, what I can always say is, throughout this tournament, 18 runs off 13 delivered, 138 strike rate. Good enough for Sifa Ingabi. Did a good job, but this time around, she was able to just trust a partner. The wicket on the other end have been broken down, so the chance of her being run out was 0, but she refused. But later on, because of the push, she managed to go in there. Look at that. They have been doing this quite a long time. Anything there, you see, the bells are off, which means a run out in that regards is not possible. But now, because of that hesitation, that allowed her to find herself walking back to the crease. So what I can say here, Bresson, is all these 2 wickets that Indatwa has managed to lose, they've lost it off the last ball of the over. If we talk about calculative cricket, do you see them calculating or counting balls? How many balls are left in the over? What should we do? How do we get runs? So I've got 2 questions for you. The one for getting out of the last ball, and the other one, what can Diane Bimenyimana come up with in order to take someone like Giselle out?
Yeah, that's well said. That was a good, just not being more cautious on the last ball. If you look at, they have just already managed to get that thing where I was expecting, even getting a rate coming in now at this particular time. 8 overs to go. Sometimes even just giving her a chance as a captain to go on there and Jan start constructing the innings there. It was run out, which was not supposed to be run out there. And just being more creative. That one run was enough. Even if the stumps are blocking. Sometimes you just go and look at your pattern and she has already just given up and you see you keep going, you come. I think that's kind of a Giselle. She's a girl who wants lands on the board. Let's go. Don't just, if you're going, you're reaching on your crease line. Always be ready to get that. Be ready to come back. You never know what might happen there. That brings back, you look at, even if what I've been telling you, I was going to answer your question. I've been talking if I was captain. You just bring your best baller, the opening baller that we have been opening. There's another chance there. Chance of run out that side, but chance of run out that side there. That's out again. I have been telling you that. Look at this. What's happening now? This is always what there's a chance of run out that side. If you look at how she turned back, it's a big wicket in that Hampshire lost. Trying to go for 2 runs straight in the ball was you just gonna see who are you learning trying to get another extra run. The ball was straight in the hands of Janet Mbaba, straight all the way extra cover. Let us see if there's a replay there and we see. I think there was a chance because if you look at how the captain tried to turn and go back. This brings back Flora Ilakoze. It was a good shot there. It was a good clean pick. Then Giselle said no. There's 90% there. There was just that girl looks as if she was inside the crease there. She looks as if by the umpire. You never know. You just sometimes gonna respect if the decision of the umpires here. There's another camera that they are just almost 80% being inside the crease. She was almost there inside. If you can even look at here, she was inside there. Look at back again. Check there. She was out. She was not inside there. She was not inside. That's a good decision from the leg umpire, Janvier. She was not inside. She was just almost small inches missing. That's a good decision from. That's good decision from the umpire there, leg umpire, getting that light decision. She was not inside that side. I think if you look at how Giselle, she normally try to take those 2 runs on the ball going out. If I told if it was just said, I'm coming, there was not going to be run out that side. Look at even that shot. Managed to get that another single there. I think even if you know the captain, how captain she's happy now. Checking Harriet, who's attacking player, getting that run out from her. I think that's a good job from Janet Mbabazi. Other from the extra cover, good arm, straight in the hands of the keeper and just trying to get that run out. There's another there. They just know that you cannot do the same mistake again. You just keep that ball taking. You still have overs overs to go. That's a good bowling. That's a good comeback. As Leonard, as referring to what I've been talking about, as if I was a captain, bring your best ball out here in the mid overs. You never know what might happen. Nyando Pacific, look at that ball. Another shot, the same thing. Trying to go across the line. The ball was coming. There was no footwork. And even because she's just repeating the same mistake, Flora, she can do better than this. I think. I don't know what's going through her. You can even guess she's frustrated. There was no footwork towards in the line of the ball. The ball was straight. Use of the footwork can be easy for her to just get that ball. That's a good bowling from Nyando Pacific. Bowling straight the stump. You miss a hit. If you look at Flush, there was nothing. There is no footwork. There is no commitment. And if you look at how she was just she played yesterday. She went in when the team needs her to play there. As experienced player, if you can play more straight, the ball is straight the stumps, you just need to play straight. If you look at how she break that arm, and that brings back the left-hander to Mukunde Mali Joseph coming into Bade. And this is where something that, after losing early wicket, what do you need to do now? Trying to go across the line on the leg side. Sometimes you just need to apply your straight shots. If you look at Gisela, she's almost to Mukunde, 28 games, 117, 122 runs, highest 32, average 8, 99, 93, 93 strike rate. Let us see what she can bring on the table there. 2 deliveries to go. That's a good thinking from the captain of Charlotte Cricket Club. If you look at the games that they have been playing, Charlotte and Hampshire, it have been becoming a derby. Some lose to each other because of some, I can call it, simple mistakes. Two deliveries to go with Haunia, Pacific balls, straight the stumps. That's where if Tumukune Marie Joseph have got the plan how to go through against Pacific, you just need to play more straight and more hit the ball down the ground. You have got someone staying on the wicket. You just gonna need to stay, keep rotating and give strike to the Giselle who have been there from over number 1 until the 12th over now. Another good delivery there. Try to go across there, and those are the things I've been talking about. If you are coming into bats, only just 2 balls. I don't know what kind of a message comes from the dugout of the Hampshire. Just someone going in, trying to swing. You have got someone on the wicket who on 39 lands, and someone's on 44 balls, and it's just one delivery to go. You come in, and I start playing my shots like that. That's excellent. The way she played, because it was the last ball of the over. Just my take here is just making sure that if I'm Tumukune Malaysia's, I just make sure that Gisela face a lot of balls. That's my job. As long as I start coming in, I start playing my shot as a left-hander. Not more playing more across the line. We just gonna be more cautious. You look at now what's happening now. Diane Bimenyumala bring back again Sonia Elajana coming from the pavilion end. Coming in to bowl her third spell there. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 3rd or 4th. The half spin, Gisela being on the strike. If I'm Tumukuna, just make sure this is the kind of ball she can just play weight with the way she bowls, and she just throw her arms straight. But those are the kind of a Tumukuna needs to keep getting more singles. You have someone with 39. You are coming into ball. Still have some overs, 7 overs to go now. You still have 39. Let me give you a strike, and you will do the job. You have been there for a long time. You have first all bowlers have got that kind of knowledge about an idea on each ball that is being bowling there.
Up and over the cover point. The 2 runs is the call from Giselle Shimo. She gets back there comfortably. Early wickets there for Indatwa Hampshire, finding themselves now on 78 for the loss of 4 wickets. Still a long way to go. Again, 7 overs to come here. Giselle Shimo is on 41 or 44 deliveries. She is the key batter now for Indatwa Hampshire if they want to put a much competitive total. Again, hard on the ground to long off. 2 is the call. They take on the captain's arm, but they got back there comfortably enough. And this is what the other Indatwa Hampshire batter should be doing now, supporting Giselle all the way through. Yes, you've lost wicket in quick succession, but put that back into the bin. Restart again, move forward, come up with a different plan to say, how do you go about it? As long as Giselle is up there, look at how that ball was tossed up. Well hit, but did he get enough feet to go to the boundary? Not enough there. Not enough there. But the most important thing is 2 runs that she managed to get there. I think Giselle feels that she has missed on that ball. If she stayed in a crease, I think that could have been a big no-ball here. But just because she moved down the strike, then that's why the umpires did not call it for the no-ball. Use of the feet again, but missed it. Sonia Irajenya into the attack. Yeah, again, Giselle needs to bet longer here. That's the only thing that should be in her mind. Again, tossed up, waited for it, hit hard on the ground. Giselle Dusabe Mungu, Diane Dusabe Mungu Ishimwe, because of the surnames. Ishimwe, yesterday I've been asking of the surnames. Ishimwe Dusabe Mungu this time around manages to field that ball very well. But they could not stop these 2 guys from getting that single. Last delivery of the over, Tumkunde Marie Jose is on strike again. She is also a good hit off the ball, but on the leg side, that is what she is good at. Anything that is bowled outside off stump, she is not strong in that region. So it's going to be interesting to see where Sonia Irajena is going to be bowling and what kind of line and length is going to be bowling. A lot of fields that again there that is deep square leg, deep mid wicket and a long one for Marie Jose Tumkunde. She is strong in that region. And a close catching, short catching, just a couple of meters away from the screen there on the left side. She's just 10 years now. She has been moved back. I thought they want her to be there in terms of catching, but it was the wrong position, but she has been moved back. But by doing so, they've allowed Marie Jose to get that single easy. Again, tossed up, goes early. End of over number 14. 83 for the loss of 4 wickets. 119 is the projected total here. Plus or minus that, depending on what happens in there. Going at 5 runs and over. It can go up, it can go down, depending on what happens again up there. But like I'm always saying, 36 deliveries left here. You put that to the total, you get just above 120 there. But that can only happen when someone like Giselle Ishimwe is still at the crease. She has lost a lot of wickets, a lot of them through runouts. Again, then if you look at the last wicket there, Flora Irakoze, 2 balls, 1 run. She managed to score, playing across the line to balls that are being bowled straight. Bryson, you talked about her even yesterday, the way she was playing across the line again more, and she couldn't survive a bit longer. Today, again, she comes in. The first ball that she get off strike, it was well across the line, but she managed to get enough of the bat. But the follow-up to that was bowled a bit more straight again. Then she went for that shot again across the line. Again, failing to bat 3 overs for a team going forward. Yesterday, she came in when they had 8 overs in hand again. Her job was just to bat all the 8 overs. She failed again. Today, she comes in when they, again, had 8 overs in again. She failed again to bat in. So it's something that the captain and the coach need to speak to her about, because she's someone who's offering the bat in the team alone. So she needs to make sure that when she gets overs that are there, she needs to finish up. And that would make the job easier for someone like Giselle and the other batters to come. Neymar Michelin to continue. Change of ends again here. Hit hard again. Direct it. There she goes there. Game changer, like she calls herself. Giselle Ishimwe again. Running herself out again. Yesterday she followed when she was on 47. Today she's on 46 again. Running herself out there to a straight ball. Dusabe Mungu, Diane, Bebish in the covers. They've been running a lot of balls in front of her. But this time around she was clean. Picked that ball, then went bullseye on the stumps. Giselle Ishimwe walks off into the field where her team needs the most. This is where she falls in again. Run out on 46. Yesterday she fall on 47 again, failing to convert those 40s into 50s. I think this is the game changer. Tisabe Mungu Diane, she always calls herself the game changer. Yes, she has changed the game there. Look at that. The shot was there. Well played, but straight to the fielder's hands. Well picked. Bullseye, 1 stump to aim it. She was not even anywhere closer to that lovely piece of fielding there from the experience player from Charity there. Lovely piece of fielding there. You need that when you want to take wickets like this. This is the kind of fielding you need. Now, in that Hampshire are in a bit of trouble here in terms of getting runs on the board. You need to have someone who has been batting from over number 1 all the way to the end, but that is not the case. Into the 15th over here again. A lot of balls to face here for these two again. We saw this happen again yesterday when that was lost these early wickets. The other batters to come failed to put runs on the board. Yes, Mohawe did manage to put in a good 24 runs on the board, but this is a different bowling lineup, different fielding again. Lovely piece of fielding there from Dusabe Mungu Diane, the game changer, like Charity and herself want to call here. Look at that again. Look at that. Look at that. Brilliant. What more do you want, Bryson? Look at that. Good pick. Well aimed. Bullseye. Look at the joy. A big wicket falling off a run out.
Just that's well said. I think it was a good shot, straight in the hands of the covers. I think from my own perspective, that was supposed to be no, because the hands, you're just going to learn how to say wait, no, you wait, you never see. Sometimes when the team needs you, that's where you're going to, because you pedal long, even yesterday. I think that's kind of thing, which is like Gisela Ishimwe needs to start thinking about. I'm in control now. What can I do now? Another good shot there. Play it in the gap. But that's a piece of good fielding there. From that's kind of It was a good shot and a good feeding from Katia Uwamaholo. Let us see Lilian, a youngster coming in. She's a batter. If she can play more straighter than she normally plays, she can be good dot ball. That ball was faster on her. And I think if she just picks that ball goes somewhere else there. And good ball. Good. That's a good comeback from Nema Micheline. Getting a crucial wicket from Gisela Ishimwe. And bowling another dot ball there. If you look at the projected score, they're talking about 116 runs. And if you look at the bowling department in that Hampshire and how they failed, 120 or 116 runs, those are going to be hard. But if you look at how the team now they have brought in new players in Janet Mbabazi, Kevin Aina, the captain, and Katia, it's going to be, that's a dead ball there. It's going to be a good challenge to see if they manage to put 100 runs and above there. Are they going to come and what kind of approach are going to use? If you look at Katia Wama, she's a kind of a person who like be more aggressive. She just clicks sometimes, she gives you runs from nowhere. And being more aggressive, look at Janet, she's kind of people like hanging on the wicket. Kevin Awino, that's tried a good shot there. There's a chance of run out there. Good game awareness, good running between the wicket that side from Liliani.
I think what in that Hampshire just need to do is just to keep staying calm, get these batters to bat longer. If they just put anything above 115 or 120, which is very, very much possible to be done here, then they've got a score to defend. If you look at their bowling, the bowlers that they possess, so it's just something that they just need not to panic. Again, yes, you've lost crucial wickets, but you still have got other batters. Tumkunde Marie Jose, you see the kind of shots that she can play. Just give her that support she needs. She bet there a bit longer for those deliverers that are left. If they put 115, 120 on the board here, they've got a chance of winning this game because that is going to put pressure on the charity batters from ball number one. So this is something that they just need to think about. Futos wide it is from Neymar Micheline. If that it came from Marie Jose's bet, I'm telling you, Bryson, that was going to race all the way to the boundary. So these are the balls that Jose should be able to pick and send to the boundary. There's still a long way here to do. There's no need to panic. Yes, you've lost crucial wickets here. 46 runs, 49 delivers from Gisele Ishimwe on a crucial moment. But you put that aside again, rethink, re-strategize again. How do you see, big hit again, no one to catch that. 2 is the call. There was no chance for 2 there. That was a bit criminal. I don't know why these guys are panicking, trying to push 2 runs their way. There's no 2 runs there. They've got wickets that have fallen down in terms of run-out. 2 crucial wickets of their team has come back to the dugout because of run-outs. So there's no need to push there. Still a long way to go here. You gotta trust your batters. You gotta trust your batters.
That's a good running bit. That's even a good shot from Lilian, youngster, Uftinema, picking the ball with a straight bat, getting that kind of a gap between extra cover and the point, and she might get those 2 runs. I think if they just need to keep rotating the strike, because if you look at the big hitters of the team, they are already out. If you look at the run-outs that have been happening there, they have been missing a lot of chances with the run-outs. If you look at someone who's next walking into bat, is Muhawe. Immaculate Mohawini managed. Yes, yesterday she just scored some runs, but if you look at her statistics, she has not been more successful. Maybe you never know what happened today. I think that's why if you have got a left hand on the wicket, you never know what might happen at the end of the day. As long as she's still there, in that way, I think they can make big difference. Captain, 5 of us to go. Captain, brought herself back. Coming from the pavilion end there. Let us see what she can bring on the table. She's a kind of a player ball outswing, which means the ball is coming inside to Mukunde Marie Joseph. These are the little overs. You never know what might happen at the end of this. Good shot from Tumukunde. There's a chance of a catch. They managed to get to 1 there. That's a good pick. That's a good shot from Tumukunde Marie Joseph. That's what they've been talking about. As long as it's a left, she said, you can have the field is changing every day. Light-handed batter coming in, another one is a left. You never know what might happen at the end. You just need to keep that board ticking. Now to bring them on 90 runs on the board. They've got still a lot of chances to do. Uftina Marilian coming back on the strike. Let us see what she can manage to do there.
It's all about trust, Bryson. All these guys are there to bet. That's why they are in the team. So it's all about how you trust them. Ball day out, the experience rules over. Captain Bimenyimana managing to dislodge the stumps of young Ufitinema Lillian. Ufitinema Lillian goes for 3 of 3 balls. 90 for 6 in that Hampshire here. 29 deliveries left. It's just a matter of adding up those runs. If they manage to convert those, look at that ball, leg cutter there. But an inside edge off the bat there and allowing to chop your own stumps. But clever bowling there from the captain again there. But if we were going back to what I was saying, Bryson, if you look at there's 29 deliveries left. If they just manage to convert those 29 deliveries into ones and twos, plus 90 that they've got, their chance of them scoring 120 is very, very much possible. But it's all up to Muhawe Nimana and Marie Jose Timkunde to make sure that they are there all the way to the end. We saw them yesterday, they did put 150 plus, but they couldn't finish all their 20 overs again. Yes, they've won that game, but they wouldn't want to repeat that same mistake of not betting all the overs, especially if you are playing a team like Charity, who we know has got some decent batters in their squad. Not taking away anything away from the Indatwa bowlers, but knowing the batters that are in Charity, Diane Bimenyimana, the captain, Janet Mbambas, and Katia, Kevin Awino. Those guys can hold the bet, but you never know. 93 matches there for Muhawe Nimana. 23 highest, that was yesterday. 161 in total. An average of 8. Good enough for a bowler. You never know. She's turning herself maybe into a good all-rounder. But this is again another chance that she has been offered by a team to come in there and add a few more runs on the board. 10 or 15. That is going to be a difference between these two sides here.
That's well said. I would think with that how, if you notice for track with how Diane ball bring that ball inside. Yes, there's a quick swing on that side there. And that's how she just, those are the tail enders, that's what they do. Whether it's a single, because they're athletic, they're pace bowlers, she just know anything, I'm coming there. That's a good single that brings 91 runs on the board for 6. 3 deliveries to go from the captain, Diane Bimenyimana. That brings back on strike to Mukunde Mali Joseph. So they can just need to know that she has a left arm. She's just bowling all around there for this. In that Hampshire, she just needs to make sure that as long as the bat is straight, she hits the ball harder. She's more aggressive. The ball is coming inside on her, which means she can utilize that. There's a chance over there. The ball is up in the air. Katia tried to push herself, but they just managed to get that single there. There was no. She edged the ball and ball went up in the air. So it's just in no man's land that just made get that single there.
And I think Diane and the troops are happy to see Marie Jose getting on the other end. They are happy for her to take ones because they will attack the other end. So it's something that even Jose needs to start calculating. She needs to start running twos. She needs to start getting those fours because each time she goes on the other end, she's exposing that other end. You see now. So Charity is happy bowling to the other end. So Marie Jose should be able to run twos and get boundaries. The moment she rotates strike and set over this single, she's exposing the other end. So she has to protect the other end now by making sure that she faces a lot of deliveries.
That's well said. One more delivery to Immaculate Muhawe Nimana. That's a shot. Edge it into the gap there, looking for getting 2 runs there. Nema, she's not sure of what's happening with the ball there, trying to stop, and she's not getting the ball well, and managed to get 2 runs there. That's what a brilliant shot from Immaculate Muhawe Nimana, picking that gap.
We are going to have a good game here, I'm telling you, between these two sides here. If they just pass that 100 mark in terms of runs, we are going to have a good game here between Indatwa Hampshire and Charity. End of over number 16, 94 for the loss of 6 wickets. 24 deliveries left in the first inning. Indatwa feeling some pressure here. But I don't know why they're feeling pressure. Still have got a long way to go. Just stay calm, play the ball by its merit. They will get that 115, 120 that they are looking forward to go. The captain spoke about 140 plus, but I don't see that happening. The projected score still sticks on 118 plus or minus, depending on those two guys there. Coming into ball from the Mount End is Janet Mbambazi. Straight up, long off, long on the boundary, deep square leg. I'm not sure why they don't have a cow. Yes, the cow comes back in because this is where Marie-José is very strong. Then the mid-off comes into the circle there. The long one comes into the circle and becomes a mid-off. So those are the four guys that are on the boundary trying to stop Marie-José accessing that side. He is strong in that area. A lot of adjustment. They're taking their time. Taking a lot of time there in terms of adjustment. I think the umpires need to intervene in between there because they're a bit behind there. You don't want to be facing that penalty at the end of the last over. You being penalized to get 3 guys in the circle because of slow over rate. Goes big. Down on the ground again. Good fielding from the game changer. Dusabe Mungu. Diane. And this is what I've been saying now. Marie-José, if I was Marie-José, I would rather get more twos and fours than singles. Because the more I get singles, the more I'm exposing the other end. Yes, those are runs that are coming in, but she has to be smart on how to go about it. But Mohawa is boosting from the confidence of yesterday. She scored 23, a highest so far in her career. So that is the boosted confidence booster. So she's hoping forward to make sure that she bets longer for her team and see their team all the way to over number 20. She's on 3 of 3 deliveries here. Marie-José 5 of 8. Again, tries to go for that, but because it was played with a bit of some soft hands there, it allowed herself to come and go to the other end for one end. Marie-José comes in. Marie-José Preso just needs to find a boundary in this over.
That's well said, because if you're bowling a leg cutter to the left, which means the ball is coming down the leg side sometimes. If you miss that length for left hand, and I think Tumukunde just realized that Bugaush is bowling a leg cutter to her. If she just ball comes, you just make sure your arm is straight and hit that ball harder. With the experienced bowler like Janet Mbambazi passing along the wicket there. I told you there's a chance there. Hit the ball harder. They might get 2 runs outside the Mohawe. Look at that good run between wickets coming back on the strike. Those are the things that you have been talking about to Leonard. The ball is coming. That I'm telling you, if it was off spin, that ball is going to go up in there because of she's bowling a leg cutter, coming along the wicket. Even that was a good thing from the Janet Mbambazi trying to bowl outside off stump, so that everything can be easy, can get that kind of a chance not to be played that kind of a strong sweep. Let us see what Janet is going to bring on table again here. 4 deliveries to go. Another shot, good shot there. Lacing all the way to the boundary. Oh, there goes the boundary there. That's a good shot for Tumukunde Marie-José. And I told you, she handed up to in that Hampshire. I think if you look at how the score is going, they have got a chance of even going for 120. Look at that shot. That's a lovely shot. She needs to get more bowlers there because the balls are coming straight to her strength now. The balls are coming on the leg side. If any left hand, any ball that comes on the leg side, it's going to be easier to be punched harder and easily. Again. She just hit it her there. She's a good fielder there with a good arm on the boundary. That was a good fielding from Isabayo Sandlina. Looking sharp. That's good. Good run between wicket from Mohawe. Immaculate Mohawe lines. Mr. Nella, if you look at how much he's playing, yesterday in that Hampshire lost a lot of wickets, and Mohawe Immaculate with the highest score she got from yesterday's game against White Cloud. And now even look at how she's trying to get a least possibility, making sure the ball is still ticking. If you look at her strike rate, it's 100%. 5 runs, 5 balls she faced. Let us see if they can manage. Last 3 deliveries, if they can take 120 and on the ball there can be a good score to defend. And they can give us a good show today and give a good, hard, tough job to the batters like Diane, Katiwa Maholo, Kevin Awino, and Janet Mbabazi.
104 for the loss of 6 wickets. 17 overs done here. The only simplest thing these two batters just need to do is to bet every ball. Try to get as many runs as they can and bet all their 20 overs. They can put in a decent total. I'm still sticking to my 115 plus for Indatwa Hampshire. And once they pass that mark, that is game on. And we are going to see another interesting game there. Yesterday we saw another interesting game there between Gahanga Queens and Sorowate. So this is what exactly we are going to see here between Indatwa Hampshire. If you look at Indatwa Hampshire bowling, they've got Immaculate Mohaweni Mana, the captain herself, Giselle Shimwe, Marie Jose Tumkunde, left arm spin. They've got the youngster, Grace Mugwaneza. They've got Devota again. Those are good bowlers in the team. So it's going to be a good contest there. If you look at Cherit again, they've got Kevin Awino, the opener, they've got Janet Mbambas, they've got the captain, they've got Katia Wamahoro. Those are better than can win you the game. So this is going to be a good contest between these two sides here. As Nyirandurimana starts off with a dot from the road end, bowling a 4th over, only managing to concede 9 runs. Lovely piece of figures there. Mohaweni Mana goes hard on the ground. 1 run it is. She's trying to go for 2 here. But Janet, being the smartest, runs with the ball to the stumps. This is what you'd want to see, that awareness. You don't want to lose a wicket at this point of time now here. They need these two to be there all the way to over number 20. Sophie tries to go on that deep square leg where there's no one in that particular region. The fine leg is a bit more wider, but she misses that. But if Pacific continues to bowl in that region, Bryson, I'm telling you, we are going to see another boundary coming in this over from Marie Jose Tumkunde.
That's well said, Renard. And let us wait and we see how these are the last overs. Bat fast there. I'm telling you, if she just little bit making that bat more straighter with the high strength she has got out, she swings the bat more straighter. And I'm telling you, she can just find that gap to the scoreboard, that side. When the long one, she's too wide. And even look at where the cow corner she is. There's a gap that side. Let us wait and we see how those 2 deliveries are remaining. There's a chance. Ball there. Line and length. Just been talking about trainer, telling her how to come to play more straighter now. If she was still there with the lunge that she gave them the team. Kolovland, 13 balls, 1-4, no 6 strike it over 92. I think she just did good little job for the team after losing early wickets, but she could have done better. Just about the mindset, so being more catch-safe. Look at that ball. Trying to play that ball away. But she can do better than that. You can even see how she's being frustrated. If you look at this, they're always trying to go there. She could have done better there.
Wicket number 7 goes out. Again, 105 is the total here. In comes Devota. To come in, she comes when a team has lost a lot of wickets. Uwizi Mana Devota comes in to bet. Can she be there all the way to the last over? Yesterday we saw again in that Hampshire failing to bet their 20 overs. Today now we are on the last delivery of over number 18. Of over number 17, I beg your pardon. We are into the 18th over here. So this is the last delivery. So after this we have 12 deliveries left to end the first inning. Can they bet all their 20 overs? That's the only simplest thing that they should be thinking about now, all betting all the 20 overs. Why? Because even at the end of the league here, the run rate is going to come into play again. So if you are not able to bet all your overs, you are going to see your net run rate into the minors. Goes up and over, area there, outside edge. Mahawini Mana there. Sorry, that is the youngster Devota getting that outside edge, and she retains strike. Now, 12 deliveries left here. How many more runs can Indatwa Hampshire push in? They are on 106 for the loss of 7 wickets. If they can put in another 10 runs in these 12 deliveries, I'm telling you, that score is going to be a bit more harder for Cherry to come and chase if they manage to get an early breakthrough. But we're going to be witnessing an interesting game here. Mbambazi, Janet comes back to bowl. Yeah, 4th over. 3 overs so far she has bowled, conceding 21 runs and taking 1 wicket. Can she add more on that wicket column for a team and herself? Shot from Devota. Catch is the call, but Diane, the captain, is under it. Catch it is. One of the safest pair of hands in the field there. Easy, Janet again. I just said it. Can she add more on a total in terms of wickets? She has done that again. 2 wickets so far that she has taken off the first ball of over number 18. In comes Giseline. BKB, Giseline comes in to bet. What can you say about that?
She's a coach player. Let us see how she's going to express herself. Last two overs to go there. Let us see what she can do, if she can do better. And she's just going to be more. I know she's a kind of a player who like hitting the ball harder sometimes, but she like playing across the line. She's clever enough. She can just say, let me stay there, let me wait for the ball. Who is coming is Janet Mbabazi. Coming in to board her last delivery there. Let us see, with her experience, they always say don't play like the way the coach plays. Play like the way you have been being taught to play. You don't consider how she's going to play there. All the way from Gablon, from the Twitter course, she's sending Umubye going there to bat. She's a tutor now of ICC. Let us see, sometimes she gets a time, if she gets a free time, she just let me play some club cricket. And she's playing in that Hampshire Cricket Club. Let us see 5 deliveries to go. If she's going to maintain how she's going to go against Janet Mbaba with the experience. She has got to bowl the last over with the Harley cutters there. There's a chance again, the upper order again, the ball up in the air. Trying, that's what you have been talking about, with the safest hands of the Janet Mbabazi and the safest hands of Diane, the captain of the Charity Cricket Club. If you look at this, there's just only 2 overs remaining, and they think you're just going to be more smarter. Not trying. I've been talking about playing that across the line. Those are the things the batters of the Hampshire need to start thinking about. They have got 2 overs to go. If they just stay there, if they get 10 runs again, they can get closer to the predicted score here. If you look at that, ball was up in the air. Good hands, good running towards that catch. Diane Bimenyimana with the safest hands she has got. Good technique up there, which brings in Mugwaneza Glass. And now she's debouching outside in the dugout of the Hampshire. 4 deliveries to go. Let us see if we have been talking about 117, 120. So the last delivery, I'm telling you, if I don't know what kind of approaches they have. She's going to use that young girl. She's coming. Wide delivery there, freelance. It was no footwork from Glass Mugwaneza. She's the last batter on the wicket. I don't know what kind of a strategy I've been talking about in the dugout. Sometimes you're going to play all overs. The moment you play all overs, you never know what might happen. The runs start coming slowly. Let us see what's going to happen there. Look at this. That's another wide ball from Janet Miles, trying to get that Yorker, not getting it light in the light areas there. That's a good turn. Good leg cutter. Mugwaneza Grace. She didn't just saw that ball, she had let the ball go. They managed to get a dot ball from there. Good face from Mugwaneza Grass. You can even hear the dugout of Hampshire. Just supporting her for that good defense. Just the last delivery to go. Let us see what might happen from Glass. It was the edge there. But the keeper did a good job behind the stumps, Kevin Awino. The last delivery to go to the end of the 19th over. The score is 108 for 9 runs. Let us see what might happen in the last over. Who's going to be the last over there? I think it's the captain, Diani Menyimana. Mohawenimana coming on the strike. Let us see if they can manage to get 114 runs as the projected score they are saying here. Just single there. There's no land that side. Good delivery. Mohawe played more early on the ball. They just managed to get a dot ball from captain Diani Menyimana. There's a run-out chance there. That might get a quick single between the wicket there. Mohawe Niman Imakle. She would have done better, hitting the ball harder, bring the strike there. Mugwaneza Glass. Let us see what can do again there. Look at the covers, they are coming closer. No one is outside on Mohawe and Glass. There's no feeder. That's all of them. They are inside as if they are defending one line there. That's a good delivery there. The ball is just being wild. Maybe the ball pass on the closer to the stumps. Another defensive shot in the from Glass. Mugwaneza. 2 deliveries to go from Dian Bimima bowling. They managed to get 1 ball, 3 dot balls there. Which means the last over, she's just bowling quite well, line and length. No one's trying to hit the ball harder there. Good shot from Mugwaneza, picking that gap. They're trying to push for 2 runs there. 2 runs from Mugwaneza Glass. One more delivery to go there. 110 lands on the board now. 111 lands on the board there. Last delivery to go. Let us see what can happen there. There's a long chance that side. That's a good running. Let us see if the umpire said it was a run out. Look at the angle the umpire was standing in. But the umpire said it was a good run between the wicket from the game away there. That was a run out there. That was a run out there. Good shot from the umpire. He picked the ball well. That was just a run out. Good shot from the Janvier. Many umpire there. At the end of the first inning, the score is 111 for 9, 19 points in 20 overs. Let us see what kind of approach Charity Cricket Club they are going to use chasing this score. This was a good start from the Charity, trying to restrict in that Hampshire under 120 lands. Let us see what kind of approach they are going to use. We're coming back in a few minutes after the break here.
Right, welcome back again for the second innings. The Ranchers 113 runs needed in 20 overs for Charity to bag their first 2 points, and in that Hampshire managing to put 112. The fielders are in and the umpires are in. The two openers for Charities, Kevin Awino from Uganda and Katia Owamohoro. Those are the two batters that are starting the batting innings for Charity. And with the ball in the hand, marking a run-up is none other than Mohawe Nimana Immaculate from the Mount End. I said you were going to be having an interesting game here. This is what we were looking forward to see. If you look at the bowling lineup that in that Hampshire possesses quality bowlers again, and if you look at the batters that Charity possesses again, quality batters that are coming in. The addition today for Charity, they've brought in, though there are two expatriates batters, Janet Mpambas and Kevin Awino. They have to play, and they have to play very well if they want to get those first 2 points for their team. In just a couple of minutes of time, we will be able to see what will be happening here. Mohawe Nimana, I'm just making sure that she sorts a run-up. Fine leg and deep square leg are the two guys that are on the boundary for Indatwa Hampshire for Mohawe Nimana. Kevin Awino is someone who likes to play down the square leg region and a lot of the cut shots. Ball number 1 comes in. A bit more area there. Yesterday I spoke about Mohawe employing a slip in place there. I don't know if she's thinking about that. If there was a slip there, I'm telling you, we were going to see the first wicket for Charity falling in there. So hopefully it's 8 innings, 111 runs, 42 highest for Kevin, 22 is the average. And yet to reach the 50 here. They should opt for the attacking field there. I'm telling you, early up in the order, you're only defending 113. Again, look at that, how Kevin wants to play. He always wants to access that region, backward point and short third man. So if you can put a slip in place there for her and bowl a bit more straighter, I'm telling you, this is how you create a lot of chances of making sure that you dismiss it. But 2 dot balls to start off with here for Indatwa Hampshire. It is the Davabet RCA Women's T20 Division 1. Edgar Hunger 2 here in Indatwa Hampshire taking on Charity. Lovely ball there from Mohawe Nimana and good shot from Awino Kevin. And this is something that she needs to improve, especially strike rate. That is what she needs to improve on. How to convert those dot balls into ones. You always want that strike rate to be at least just above 100 in T20. Umpire Gaston Ibizi stretches the arms, signaling it wide. First runs for Charity on the board. The countdown to the target has begun. You can just look at Mohawe Nimana. That's not a happy face there. She knows she would have done better with that ball. Applying pressure early up in the over can give you better chances of getting those wickets that you're looking for early on in the power play. Another good delivery there from Mohawe Nimana. Not allowing Kevin to get off strike. Scoring in runs there. So the most important question you would ask now for the Indatwa bowlers is how long are they going to keep on bowling that line in length? So whoever is going to come on the other end now has got another job to do. Because you always talk about bowling in pace, applying pressure from both ends. Last delivery of the over. There is driven on the ground. Some bit of some footwork there from Marie Jose Tumkunde 8. point, but still that did not stop Awino Kevin from getting off strike, and she gets to the other end. That brings in the legend, Katia Owamahoro on strike. Let's see what she can do for a team here. The team needs people that can strike the ball early up in the order and put their team in a good position. We've seen that happening from both teams. Giselle Ishimwe did it today again in the morning. Yesterday we saw Divine Ishimwe Gihozo from Sorowate doing the same thing again up the order. Another wide that should race away all the way to the boundary. The fielder get no chance there. Young Grace Mugoneza to stop that ball. Sloppy bowling there from Hawenimana. That is not a start that you'd want from your up front bowlers. Trying to do a bit too much with that ball. Only one delivery left in this over. Yeah, you've bowled a good over again, conceding 2 runs in that over. Look at that, straying down the leg side there. And Flora, the wicket keeper, had no chance whatsoever to stop that. Dead ball signal there. She has to re-bowl that again. I don't know what is going into Katya's mind. This is what I've been saying. If you are a seamer now, if the better walks away when you're about to bowl, I'm telling you, with the energy that you would have. Good comeback there from Mohaweni Mana to close off with a dot. End of over number 1, 7 for no loss.
Let us see what they're going to do. Just a 4 and wide. They're supposed to be like 8 runs. I think the scholars will just sort out. Let's just mark the end of the 7 runs for Zulu. That brings back the captain of Hampshire, Harriet Shimwe, with her experience, with her cutters, bowling to Kevin Awin on the strike. Let us see what's going to be happening here. If you look at the field set now of that Hampshire have gone 3rd man and fine leg. They have got a gully. They've got a point inside, which means we can just even start expect bowling more off cutters more than reg cutters more than off cutters. If you look at the striker of Kevin Awino, it's just a kind of a defensive player. She's just waiting for sweep and playing other shots. She's just good at realizing that there's a catch up there, there was a chance there. As I've been talking about, it's just laying cutter to her. You know, that's why maybe Harriet, with her expert brought in there. There's a gully, there's a point. If the guys, if she can be more smarter, you can just take the gully, coming close, all second slip there, because I know she's going just trying to tap that ball, going straight in that. If they have second slip, it can work for them. Those are the shots she normally plays, and she makes sure she connects that ball all the way to the boundary. That ball, she just missed the length and the ball pitch in the middle of the pitch, and just Kevin Awino, she's a kind of a player who likes any shot diversion coming on the leg side, and she makes sure she can that ball. Just if you're clever enough, as if you look at as an opener, you just need to be clear of what you are doing. If you have got offside field setting, you just need to make sure you're bowling on offside line, fourth thumb there, so that you cannot allow someone to play in her zone. That's a good David leg cutter. You can even see that she was not being away again. The ball just hit her Kevin. I mean, she was trying to get that square leg Legion earlier, got to, but the ball get a little bit turn with the leg cut of the Harriet. If you look at the covers, if I was the captain of in that Hampshire, just make sure the extra coming a little bit closer. so that she can find out how to stop that quick single in between. So that there's some, even if you look at Katia Wamaholo, Kevin is a kind of a player who is good at landing between the wickets. That's a good delivery again. That's a good feeding from that. Look at that backup. It's a good game here to watch. If you have been talking, it's looking like a derby here. When you look at Charity and that's what Hampshire when they are playing together, if they played almost 5 T20s since we started this, then they have in that Hampshire have won 3 out of 2. It's always looking like a derby here when they are playing together. You never know what might happen at the end of this. That's a good delivery again. The place in the gap. There's a chance over there. It was in the gap. That's good landing between the wickets from Kevin Anand and her partner, Katia Uwamaholo. You just need 5.5 runs per over. You just never know what might happen here. If they just make sure the openers bowl in the light areas and make sure they take early wickets. If they can take early wickets, it can be more effective for the team. But the Charity batters, they are not looking out to give out to any chance. Being Miss Matter on the wicket. Good delivery from Shim Harriet, just appealing to the umpire. But the umpire said no. It's just the end of the second over. The score's on 12 for no loss. 101 runs remaining there. That was a good delivery. Let us see what might bring on the table from in that one. So you can even see the body language. This shows that if you look at the teams that are playing, if you look at, have been here showing Gang of Queens playing, White Clouds or what. If you look at the body language of in that Hampshire and Charity, how they have been playing, it shows there is a maturity there in terms of field replacement, how they are changing, how they are managing their time well there.
End of 2 overs here, 12 runs on the board. 7-4 so far in this match that have been scored. There are chances of getting more of that. So now Mhaweni managed to continue from the Mount End, but still the plan is still the same here for Kevin Awino. But I'm interested in seeing a slip in place there. Ball a bit more straighter to Kevin, make a drive more. If you ball on the legs, she's good in that area there. But this is what you need. You need to make sure that she does something different. Good 2 runs there taken. Again, knowing Kevin, looking at her the way, she's not someone who's good driving up in front towards mid-off or mid-on. She's someone who's good square of the legs and square in front for the cut shot. So if you are Mhaweni man end in Reti Shimwe now, that is the plan that you need to set up here. Ball a bit more straighter, put a slip in place, allow her to come for that drive again. Then you take it out from there. But as it stands now, look, she's already on 8 of 11 delivers. Things are looking easy for her. That should be wide. Not a good start there from Mhaweni Mana. Again, offering a lot of extras, trying to do a bit too much there. It's not like you're defending 140, 150 where you can try a lot of things. This, when you're defending a small total like this, you need to be disciplined. Yep.
That's just well said, Mr. Reverend. If you look at it as an opening bowler, you just need to make sure you bowl line and next. If you look at the bat of the Kevin, how is it the bat straight or it's a little bit open? If you have got like a second slip there, it can be more effective. The bat is already open. Ball on third stamp, ball full and straight. Because anything wide, she'll just cut you. Anything short, she'll just sweep you and all try to pull. Because those are her strength she had been using during the club games. Even look at her strength, just sweep and just trying to play some control there. Look at even see there. That's why if I was a captain, I just make sure I have got a second slip that side. Because anything, if she connects that ball going straight, it might be a single, which was not supposed to be a single. Or it can be even a chance if we have got a good pass, a good feeder who can get some catches in the slip there. That's a good ball, good comeback from Hawe Nimana, immaturate, coming from the Mount End there. Line out chance there. That's a stop feeding communication there between the batters. There's a chance of run out. Just tap the ball and just let go there. I think these are the things that experienced batters like Katia Wamaholo and Kevin, and you just need to learn how to communicate between wickets. The ball going straight the fielder, and you just try. It's a good shot, but sometimes a good shot, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be a line there. She's just walking out now. Katiwamo, look at that delivery. Good line and length. Straight the extra cover, straight the point there, and that was really excellent delivery from Hawinima. Good comeback, getting early wicket from Katiwamo. Now Katiwamo is the patching out. That brings back in the captain of Charity Cricket Club, Diani Menyimana, coming in to bat. And if you look at Mr. Leonard, if you look at the players that are coming into bat, those are the guys who have got the experience. If you look at the landing between Kevin and Diane, I think one of them, they should be aware that what's your strength, what's my strength. Then you communicate. If you look at the score they are chasing and the balls that are remaining, it's just going to be, it's not a big score. In the T20, we have got people outside, still outside who can score, like players like Janet Mbabazi. She's not, I cannot say that Diane, she's good at trying between, she can be a kind of a player, can be a good at rotating the toy, getting those, that one, not trying to force two where there's no twos. Two delivers to go from how in match rate, come from the money end. Let us see if we can keep doing the great job too. In that Hampshire, look at the line. First over was too expensive for her as an opener. You just need to make sure ball stamp to stamp there, full and straight, letting the players to play some drive shot. And if some have got can play drive, those are gonna be a good shots. Not playing try to ball outside the off stamp.
And again, Bresson, if you look at how that dismissal was there, I don't know where Katia was going at that particular moment. That ball was hit straight to the field, and good fielding from the fielder, good throwing, presence of the mind, waking, then knowing which end to throw the ball to, and accuracy again comes into play. A wicket that falls, again, that brings pressure to you as a team, no matter how big or good your betting lineup is. But well-disciplined bowling there from Mohaweni Man again. And you see what I've been talking about. More full and straight Kevin cannot drive those kind of deliveries again. So this is where you need to stick to in terms of bowling. Now, if the captain comes in to join, Bimenyimana Diane, good experience there, both of them. But if you look at now, Charity, all these other tournaments, running in the wicket has been one of their setbacks. They are not good runners being the wickets. If you look at Diane, he's one of the slower guys being the wickets. Again, Kevin, if you look at her career, even in Uganda, even at Charity, she has got a lot of runners that involves here, there, which means the calling in there between the wicket. It means that she is not someone who is good at calling in terms of running, and Diana not being the quickest there, they need to make sure that they communicate very well in terms of running. 98 runs needed here from 102 deliveries. Still game on here. The more in that Hampshire takes wickets, the more they apply pressure. Then the more, again, these two batters start to get those runs in there, the easier for them to chase that total. They still have got Chined Mbambas sitting outside. Diane to Savi Mungu Beach sitting outside. Lovely cover drive there from the captain. Opening her account. And some good fielding there from Giselle Ishimwe. Even if she fumbles, you wouldn't want to take her arm. It's one of the best fielders that in that Hampshire possesses.
Let us see how the captain in that Hampshire can just make sure that he utilises the power play by getting more wickets there. That's a good delivery again from her. Just try to ball full and straight with your leg cutters, and you just let her drive. Because if someone drives the ball, the other ball is going to go straight to the fielder, long on hand. Having in the light areas, long off there, it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy for the in Hampshire. If you look at that attack, that's a two-shot delivery. There's a run-out chance that side. Even if you look at the point fielder that I've got there, it's a left arm. And if you're bowling a leg cutter, sometimes that ball always goes on the left side of a right hand. And they have got a left hander on the point, which means there's a plan behind everything. The captain said to Mukunde, she's just a left-hander. Even the runs they are looking for, it's just they just need 97 runs off 99 balls, which means the game is still on. We just need to keep the ball ticking. The more you get more dot balls. That's a brilliant bowling again. Let her use her power. That's a brilliant bowling.
Good shot there. Anything that is bowled short down the leg side, that's a strength. It goes to the boundary, and that's what happened there. Good shot there from Awino Kevin, and the square leg is a bit more finer there. She should have been more in line with the stumps there, but she's more backward. So it's all about the planning there from Henriette Ishimwe. But good shot there from Awino Kevin. Again, full and straight. End of over number 4, 20 for the loss of 1 wicket. Charity Women winning the toss and electing to have a ball first, and in that Hampshire putting on 113. Diane Bimenyimena, the captain, at the crease, and Kevin Awino from Uganda at the crease. The last wicket to fall, Katia Omahoro not scoring any runs, run out by Joseph Marie Tumkunde and Mohawini Mana Immaculate.
Let us see, after losing early wicket there, Mr. Renard, if you can just find some good partnership in the captain's inning. Diash is not a kind of a player like getting some risk lines there. With her experience has got after playing more games, club games, international games. Look at Kevin Awino, she's a kind of experienced player, and the captain of maybe women Rwanda national team. All of them, they've got that kind of experience. They know what they're supposed to do. If you look at the 93 runs in 96 balls, it just shows that if you have got people light on the batting with the experience there, I think they can take responsibility and make sure they take the team away. Here in the dugout, here in the commentary box, I have got a close friend who taught me how to play cricket back in school in Kagalama. So all the way from 3WB. That's a good day for me. Shemga Giselle. Welcome back, Mr. Lee, who taught me how to play cricket in Kagalama School 2010, I remember. I'm just going to be with you in this commentary box.
Pleasure to be with you, Kenneth. How are you doing? All well?
100%. You always has always been telling you that I'm always 100%.
Well, you didn't tell me that after you had to bowl 8 overs in a 50-over game recently. So I taught you cricket. I don't think I taught you enough stamina. But good game going on here at the moment.
That's all. I'm fit enough always. How I've been telling you that I'm fit enough there.
Good running there. Ball just worked onto the leg side and the scamper through for a single.
You just have been talking about first game. It was hard for me because I've not been managing through the work. But now after knowing that I'm coming back again, I just worked on my fitness level. And now if you look at the balls that have been bowling there, I think you have been in the commentary box. I didn't get a chance to watch that game and to hear what you have been talking about me.
I thought you bowled very well in the last 50-over game. I was very surprised you only got 6 overs, to be honest. You looked in fine form.
That's a great shot from Kevin Awino all the way from Uganda. Getting that gap. Look at how she find that gap. There's a chance of run off that side. Good run between the wicket there. Kevin Awino.
Yeah, beautiful shot that. Nothing wrong with the delivery. It's exactly where Giselle will be looking to bowl. It's top of off stump, but great hands, not trying to overhit the ball, finding the gap and scampering through for an easy 2.
Just so you are coming in now. If you look at the strike rate, the run rate that's being required, 5.81 with the overs that are being remaining, almost 15 overs. I think it can be easy for Charity with the experienced players that are big on the wicket. What are your take on this?
As always, there's many ways to play the game, isn't there? You sit, I mean, again, obviously my background's more in the men's game where we tend to talk a lot more about pushing really hard early on and hitting those boundaries in the power play. And, you know, I think that translates a lot to the women's game, but not necessarily they're exactly the same game. So to me, I think they'll be just happy that, you know, not losing very many early wickets, setting the platform and ticking away. But you've got to be really careful. You know, it's a manageable run rate required at the moment. They're at just under 6, but you never really want to see that creeping up now to the 6.5s, the 7s. That becomes a big ask. So, you know, a steady start is how I'd describe this. And, yeah, I think both sides will be at the moment thinking they're right in the game.
Just that's well said. If you look at even the statistics, how they talked about, or they played 5 games together, T20. Hampshire have been winning 3 out of even the winning ratio. That's a great shot from Kevin. Those are the shots just normally like playing. If the bowlers from in that Hampshire, they have been playing with their main times. Anything outside of stump, I've been seeing they're getting that. There's no land there. Anything front and straight, they're driving straight to the cover. If they're being more clever enough, they can just utilize that opportunity.
Yeah, just pounced on that, was slightly short of a length, and a chance to rock onto the back foot and play it through mid-wicket for a couple more runs. Scoreboard on the screen needs updating. That's the end of the over, but it's 26 from 5 over, so 1 over remaining of the power play.
That's well said. If you look at the Hampshire, after power play, was 16 for no loss. But these are down 23 for loss of 1 wicket, which means the game is still on this T20. If you look at the approach, those are the guys who are not to like hitting the ball harder, who are batting on the wicket, which means if the captain and the Hampshire dugout, even the coach out, maybe they don't know I don't know the information they just gave out with the experience they have got over here. Shimwe, Giselle, who have been there for a long period of time. You can even see the left arm spinner was coming to ball, then the captain, let me come and try to my third spin and see what might happen there.
Yeah, you'll feel that Charity will think while they've got plenty of batters remaining, they'll be comfortable, but the danger here is with a slowish start chasing a decent total. If they lose a few wickets now, it becomes a big ask. So these two at the crease now have to make sure that they put on a solid platform, and again, they don't have to smash lots and lots of boundaries, they don't have to go at the 10s and over, but for me, they have to make sure that run rate, maintains at just under 6, or obviously ideally comes down now. Yes, looked a very straight delivery that. Playing around the front pad, trapped right in front, and an easy decision for the umpire. And just as I was saying, what they can't afford to do after a steady start is lose wickets, but there is one.
That's just well said. If you look at it, that's maybe there's a reason why just they're going to bring the left arm spinner, said the captain, let me come to ball to the D'Angelo, standing in the middle stump with my leg cut as I normally ball. It was going to be easy. Look at that ball. Look at the way she was standing. That's a good decision. It was even easier decision to the umpire there.
Yeah, very easy decision for the umpires. I'm a terrible umpire myself, but even I'd have got that one right. That one's middle of middle, that one. So yeah, Diana will be disappointed. She just planted that front pad across the stumps and played around it, fortunately making no contact and trapped straight in front.
That brings in Janet Mbawazi. If you look at the players who are batting on the wicket, those are always the close-up batters of Uganda women's national team, Uganda Cranes national team players who have been being there for a long time, playing for Charity Cricket Club. Let us see, with their experience they have been playing a lot of international cricket compared to Diana and Diana, almost the same age category there. Let us see, with their experience, what kind of approaches they are going to use with the experience of Henriette and the other players from in that Hampshire.
Yeah, in that will really feel that one more wicket here breaks into it. These two at the crease, very experienced. They need a big partnership now.
That's a good level from Henriette. Bouncing that back, that leg cut, it makes sense sometimes. If you bowl leg in the light yet, not out of the off stump, you bowl that in the straight of the middle stump and just make sure and to go with that kind of a pitch I've been playing for. This is a sixth game that's being played on the same pitch, which means there are a lot of even you from point of view, you can even see that.
Yeah, it was a good ball, that slow ball. It's a difficult one to control and make sure you land in a good area. She bowled it very nicely. And like I say, these pitches, they've seen a few games on them recently, so there's watching the men's 50 over game on Gahanga 1, a little bit of indifferent bounce creeping in on these used pitches, so yeah, not the easiest for batting.
Yeah, that's well said. That's a good shot, played, finishing the gap, and that ball always travels to the boundary. There's no field on that side. Anything that just I've been talking about, if you just bowl your leg cutter well, if you bounce it outside of stump, for gentlemen, it's a good player who can just find that gap always. You just be consistent. We have been talking about consistency.
Yeah,
look at that. So look at that. Look at the footwork there.
just a bit short, bit wide, but excellent. Yeah, like I say, excellent footwork, and for me, what a beautiful position. Kept her head in there, head over the ball, and again, not trying to hit it too hard. We know the outfields are fast here. Just find the gap, and that runs away to backward point for a boundary.
That's just well said. If you look at Janet Mbawa, she's a kind of a player who is strong on back foot. Any sort, even if you just look at from just here, from the comment, any day she's going to play, she tries to make herself to go a little bit back in the crease so that can access that anything and turn to find that gap.
Full toss that time, played into the leg side, slight fumble, misfield, allowing them to scamper through for one. Got away with a full toss there. Again, them are the boundary balls really you've got to be looking for in these last ball there of the power play. Full toss on leg stump. Be disappointed not to have cashed in on that one and get another boundary.
That's a good start from there. I can call it a good start, but sometimes it's not a good start. If you lose two early crucial wickets, if you look at the dugout of players that are staying back for the Charity Cricket Club, if you look at Diane, she's a kind of a player who've got that experience, but she's not being more aggressive like this on her batting. I think the bowlers from in that competition need to be clear, not allowing batters to go for back foot and make sure that they need to play on the front foot. After the power play, I'm expecting to see what kind of fit set they're going to come up with.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the setup here, we're on Gahanga 2, the newer pitch. The squarer boundaries are fairly short here, whereas the straight ones are a bit longer. So absolutely, get them hit into the longer boundaries, make them drive it straight. Keep it full, keep it straight. No easy width, nothing short on offer. And again, just try and tick that run rate up. It's just hovering just below that 6 mark. So a few tight overs here for Hampshire in Datwa, and they'll think they're right on top.
That's well said. If you look at the bowlers that are bowling now for Hampshire, those are the bowlers who have good experience. Gisela Shimwe Henriette, Mohawini Mani Mark Trade. You know that these are the guys who have been even playing in high performance setup. Uganda playing in Rwanda. Those are the guys who have been bowling. So kind of a player. That's a good shot. That's a good stuff from her.
That's interesting for Charity, whether they'll be thinking, the best bowlers are on at the moment. We don't need to go attacking too much now. Be happy to just, rotate the strike, tick it over while the stronger bowlers are on, and then maybe some of the slightly lesser younger players they'll look to target as we get into the innings.
That's a great shot. There's a chance over there. Just coming back to Mr. Lee, Ligato being a national team head coach there, you have been with us. You're the one who came to Kagalamha secondary school, told me how to play the game. If you look at how the game now is going, look at even the women's cricket, how they are heading now, their performance. Ligato, what are you seeing the Rwanda cricket going way forward now?
Well, I can just about remember back to 2010. Your memory will be better than mine, but that was the first time I came to Rwanda. And if anybody told me that, 13 years later there would be the setup and the structures and the players in place that there is in Rwandan cricket, I don't think I'd have believed you. It was pretty rudimentary back then. It was just a few people playing the game. Certainly not many women at all playing the game back then. I think, they just about had a women's team, but it was largely, I think, selected of the 11 people who played cricket. Whereas now you're looking, 2 divisions, men's and women's, 3 turf grounds, under-19 World Cups, next qualifiers for the men's for us in Namibia coming up. So, yeah, I think the growth of the game has been astounding, really, and, hopefully it's just the beginning and it continues to grow and grow.
Just Mo said, going with every step, there's a chance of a cut there. That's a good delivery. That leg cutter, just getting happy with that, the experience of the players. Picking that leg cutter, not every bowler. A leg cutter, I think it's one of the strongest variation for the leg cutters on the side of the bowlers.
Yeah, the last 2 that we've just seen as well, we've seen that they've gripped in this pitch, haven't we? We've seen that they're just sort of standing up, as I call it, almost tennis ball bounce and hitting high on the splice. So it'll be interesting to see how the spinners get on when they come on in a bit. As that's the ball we're not looking for, really. That's one that's short and wide, but unfortunately on this time, picking out the fielder at backward point, saving a boundary.
Just at the beginning, I've been talking about how this team is always been getting the wire this game. Now it's enter 2 runs off enter balls to go. And if you look at that kind of a tight feeding There's no singles that are coming out. It's the last ball to go on over the over. Look at that delivery. I've been talking about anything down the leg side now.
Yeah, that's beautifully played. Did well to catch up with that. Never easy to get some bat on them. Should just be a bit annoyed. She got it so fine, allowing third man to come round. But 2 more runs. Yeah, it becomes very difficult very quickly if you're not careful, T20. So, there isn't really that amount of time where you can just sit in these middle overs. Again, we've just seen there a couple of quiet overs and that run rate's gone up by, half a run and over, 6.2 now. As I said, you don't want to let that be creeping to the 6.5s, the 7s. Then it becomes difficult. So you can't relax in this game. You can't just hang in too long. I'm sure that's what they're talking about now in the middle. See there, they're ahead of the run rate, but as you can see there, a couple of quiet overs and you can soon nosedive below that. So for me, it's never a case of leaving it too long in T20 cricket. You have to pretty much get the hammer down early on and keep it there.
That's just well said. That brings back to Mkunde Mali Joseph, the left arm spinner, coming into ball from the low end. Let us see what can. If you look at the half hit, said the captain's changing the field set. She was taking herself the point, say, let me go there and try to deal with the turn of the ball from the left arm spinner. Let us see what can bring on the table here. After bowling with a medium pace, let us see what we can do. If they're going to make any change with the slow bowling there, and we see what can be happening in that Hampshire.
Certainly a good bowling change for me. Like I said, was people are looking to accelerate the run rate, take the pace off that ball, try and strangle them a little bit and keep increasing that required run rate.
That's well said there. So the half fast delivery, good delivery there. There's a chance there's a good land.
Slight misfield there. Made off, allowing the batters to cross again for 2 runs. Good start from the spinner, full and straight again, making them drive, making them hit to the long part of the ground where the fielders are on that occasion, just slightly letting them down for a single.
If you just look how Janet Mbawaz and Kevin Ayubu, they've been playing together for a long period of time. They are playing cricket in high performance of Uganda. They've been playing the same cricket in the same club here in Rwanda. They just have got that. They understand each other. If you get that chance of putting together, look at that level. That's a good ball. Look at that. There's a chance of run there from Glass Mugwane there.
Yeah, and running between the wickets is going to be crucial here. I think they're going to have to scamper, a lot of scampering, turn them nons into ones and ones into twos. It's amazing how they add up over the course of a T20 game, and if they're going to get these 78 required runs, I suspect they're going to have to run a lot of them against this strong bowling attack.
If you just check their statistics and how they've been getting out between together, all of them have been getting out of run-outs there when they're batting together. Because if you really can see down, it's just being smeared. That's a proper delivery from Mkunde Mali Joseph. If I've got kind of a player who have got chances of getting run-outs, and even the captain, maybe even the dugout of Hampshire, I think they have realized about that. And if you can see how Janet's just playing the shot and she wants to go.
Yeah, but I think they have to. They've got to look to be really positive in their run, and they're going to need these. But been an impressive start here from the bowler. Just using that, the left-hander's greatest gift, the left-arm spinner's greatest gift. It's not been great turn on show, but just using that angle, it always makes it difficult for the right-handed batters.
That's what I say there. Let us see the change of the field. So there, deep square coming into bat there. That's a good shot from her, picked up, and you can there's no chance of getting another single if you can look how she's running. She's confident enough that this is a single.
Yeah, again, good bowling. Just hanging it out there, letting her hit to where the fielders are, long and straight. Really good. Plenty of changes going on in the field as well. Keeping nice and active the Ndatwa Hampshire fielders. Strong, deep leg side field. Bringing in the sweeper from the offside boundary. Oh no, sent him back again. That was half the plan.
As we just are now talking now, right now, if you look at Janet Mbabazi last week, that's when she completed her university, and we're just wishing her all the best. Not only playing cricket, but even sometimes the education is the key.
Absolutely, and back to what you said earlier about kind of, cricket in general here in Rwanda. What it is it's an incredibly young group of players, both in the men's and the women's, so they're only going to get better, the ones that we already have. I know a vast majority of the squad I've got for the boys team, still at college, still at school, a couple of the older heads in there for a bit of experience, but you can't beat it. We've just seen recently here on these two grounds, under 17 boys and under 17 girls having a tournament, and then a month or so back the under 15s getting their opportunity as well. So I'm a huge believer in that. If we can keep the base strong, get people playing, giving them opportunities when they're young, that's what pays dividends in the long run for the national teams.
That's a well said. I think that was not a good delivery too. There's a lot chance there, but that was a piece of good learning between the wickets from Kevin and Nigeria because they understand each other. There.
Yeah, first one where the ball has strayed there onto the leg side, getting the sweep shot out, got good contact into it, but a good chase preventing the boundary, but kept the scoreboard ticking over and got the required runs from that over. 7 from the over, 73 needed from 72.
The game is still on here as long as you still need the same runs and the same balls that you need to score runs again. Is how it looks. And I think my question goes to Mr. Lee with their experience and what kind of advice can you give to players? How can they balance playing the sport if you're getting some money there, and sometimes some people have been seeing them getting money, they end up leaving the school aside. And what kind of advice can you give them, the players, to how to balance both?
I think it's very difficult to balance both. I think we have to be realistic. Kind of associate cricket everywhere over the globe, that there's not huge amounts of money to be made from the game. But what's important is that now that there is some money to be made, but sports can be very fickle. It only takes one injury, one loss of form. A few better players appear that you have no control over. It only takes 11 better players than you and you're not in the team anymore. So for me, it's all about education first. Make sure that that's in the locker. You've got that for a lifetime. And then at the moment, add that cricket on as a bonus. And you see lots of people balancing that pretty well here. And, we have lots of early morning training sessions, for example, before they go to college and things like that. So, yeah, education first for me.
That's well said. That's a good answer. That's well said. Education first, and I just agree with you 100%. And that brings back the vice captain of Indat Hampshire, Gisela Shime, coming on the attack, and how fast there was a dot ball there. If you have been talking about not allowing Janet Bass to go for the back foot, if she a good clever ball, and she's just a good clever ball, and I think she needs to pick that.
Nearly doing the job. Yeah, I think that, as we discussed, Giselle, one of the stronger bowlers here, so you maybe would have thought that she'd be saving her 2 overs for later on in the innings, but I think they recognise that a wicket or two here is, would really put them in a strong position. So she's come on to try and pick up the wicket and very nearly did so there with her second ball.
Yeah, well said. Leah, I just agree with you. I mean, that's a strategy of the captain. Say, let us come on and see if you can dig this wicket early and just see what might happen later there. That's a great shot from her.
Powerful shot there through the leg side, but straight to the fielder out there in the deep. And good fielding just restricts them down to 1 run. Yeah, these are the good cat and mouses that you get in cricket, aren't you? I think the batters will now be thinking, let's not go too silly in this over. It's another one of Giselle's out of the way. Let's tick it over for 4, 5, 6. Not lose any wickets and look to attack, like we said, the lesser bowlers who are still to bowl.
Just let us see what might happen. Maybe after the turnovers, things we're going to be knowing that which balls are going to come up with. If you look at in that Hampshire, just bowling her third spell now. He has remaining two overs to go here and Shimmy. That's a good delivery there. Pitched outside the off stump. Kevin and picked that quick. Alice single straight if there's a run out chance there.
Yeah, good running again by the batters. Another good shot. They're both looking strong on anything that's slightly short and wide. And just found the gap through extra cover for 2. Didn't quite get all of it for the boundary, but a valuable 2 runs.
That's very nice. I think that's maybe what the captain have been talking about. Anything wide to the Kevin and anything on the legs, that they are being quicker. You just, if you have been, look at the dot ball shot being face, full and straight there. You can even see there's a run-out chance that side. Good communication between the wickets. Interesting
field for me from Hampshire. They've got the fielder on the offside who's deep in, well, almost kind of trying to do 2 jobs, kind of a really wide-ish long off, which I think he's trying to cut off 2 jobs. I always think that can be a dangerous strategy. So there's quite a lot of room straight down the ground if they can miss mid off, and wide backward square is open as well. So interesting position, this one, just in front of our commentary box here.
That's what I say. Let us see what might happen. Just me being more consistent on the line and length there. That's a well played from Janet Mbadu, the high experience. And that's how she normally being playing there. Keeping the ball ticking. She's a kind of a believer, and she normally uses her mental strength to just let me keep. Even if the team is in danger, she always back up herself. Even if there are no runs on the board, that's a kind of a player looking for in the team. Yeah,
I think that's exactly it. I think you can tell by these two at the crease now. I think they feel comfortable that while they're there, this run chase is very achievable, and not taking any undue risks at this stage. Just making sure that they're ticking the scoreboard over, keeping that run rate in check. And again, they'll believe that they can go hard in the last 4 or 5 overs if they have wickets remaining.
Yeah, that's what I said there. 9 overs, 45 runs, 2 wickets. I think they just need the closure. That's where they need the quick wicket here. They can get 1 wicket here. I think it can change everything in this team.
Yeah, that's always the way, isn't it? You've got a couple of, your overseas players in there together, your gun players, your ones who are expected to get some runs. It can soon send a few shivers through the dugout if you lose one of those wickets. So, yeah, exactly. If I was in the Hampshire captain now, I'd still be looking to try and attack. I think that 1 wicket would be vital. We've seen, as per normal, as soon as the power play was over, the boundary riders go back. I'm often a believer in certainly gambling a little bit for a couple more overs. Keep those fielders up, keep attacking, try and pick up wickets. That's that good line again. Using the angle wide outside the off stump, making the batter play straight. Can only tick over in 1s there.
Just look at the field placement of in that Hampshire. They have got a deep extra cover, but the long of it, there's long on, there's deep square. I can call it a deep square, and there's just cow corner or something grace here.
Yeah, slightly squarer than cow corner, isn't it? But again, that's the thing for me. Just what it means for these 2 experienced batters in the crease is that without having to do anything too dramatic, they can very easily pick up 6 singles and over. You saw on that delivery there, it's a full toss, it's a no ball, but not feeling the need to try and smash it out of the park, just running it out to one of the boundary riders for an easy single. So, yeah, to me, I think you have to sometimes be a bit brave as a fielding captain, keep some of the fielders up, try and strangle, even if it's not picking up wickets. Dot balls are absolutely crucial in T20, and a string of dot balls often leads to a wicket as well.
That's a beautiful delivery from after bowling that kind of a no ball, and I think I have been just seeing here, even the T20 league that have been starting now, the batters are not just utilizing that benefit of hitting that no ball, and they have got only 1 run out of opportunity of getting out, just only a run out, and
it's the old classic, isn't it? As soon as it's a no ball, everybody tries to hit the ball way too hard. Everybody tries to smash it over the trees, loses the balance, head position goes all over the place, and you end up missing the ball. Yes, we've all been there. It's the temptation's often too much to resist when it's a free hit, isn't it?
That's well said. Those are the things. Sometimes you're gonna keep basic simple of the game. If you're going to hit the ball, make sure you're balanced. Not using your balance. If you just take things simple, it's a free ball to hit, but I'm gonna make sure I keep basics in the right place. That's a good delivery there. What I've been talking about, even just picking if the captain is picking the thing, how Janet Mbadu is just trying to get that cap of the extra cover legion and going back in the crease. If I was a clever ball like I'm gonna hurt you that balls every day. I'm gonna bowl those balls to you. You go for back foot and they see how we're gonna express yourself.
That's exactly the line and length. I think can't see anything more than a 1 or a 2 out there. Very hard to score boundaries off that line and length. So I'm sure that's what the bowler's looking to continue to do. Welcome back, Leonard.
Thank you very much there, Lee. I'm quite interested to see this field set for Henriette Shimwe here, especially for Janet Mbambazi, knowing their strength and weakness and also allowing her to get off strike so easily. Like what you said earlier on, you need to make sure you get one of your fielders extra in the circle, making it do something different here. Goes up. I've been talking about the future. She is someone who is strong in this region here.
Yeah, finally losing her line, straight onto the leg stump, and that's one for me to retrieve here in the commentary box. I'll lob that back on the field. Yeah, if you can, I think as a left-arm spinner, that's exactly the place you don't want to be, isn't it? You don't want to be straying too straight onto leg stump, allowing it to be a free hit. Clearly, most of those balls are going to be pitching outside leg. You can just get down on one knee and have a sweep at that. So, no, for me, another fielder up in the circle on the offside, use that angle, hang it outside that off stump.
I think Janet feels like she missed on that one. That could have gone anyway.
Yeah, so again, even though that's a bit wide and it's very full, it's, still much harder on that offside to get those balls away, isn't it? So if you're going to miss as a bowler, I think low full tosses outside the off stump's not a bad place.
Definitely 52 for the loss of 2 wickets here into the last half of the innings. 61 runs needed here for Charity to claim their first victory of this RCA Women's League. Can Indatwa defend that, Lee?
I think so. I think it's very evenly poised again. I think while these two are at the crease, they look comfortable. They're batting sensibly. Again, they're just managing that run rate around that 6 runs per over. Hampshire and Indatwa will feel that before long they just need a breakthrough, and I think they'll think if they can get just one wicket up and one end up, then it might be different. Get rid of one of these really experienced players. So, yeah, finally balanced for me.
I totally agree with you there. There is the introduction of Grace Mugwaneza, the youngster, right arm off spin from the Mount End. The captain trying something different here now. She's got a lot of options in terms of your bowling here, so it's all about how to use them. What plans do you have to stop these guys from scoring runs freely? Start off with a gem of a ball there, Lee.
Yeah, beautiful delivery. Nice little action that as well. And again, being confident, pace off the ball. Well, what I love to see in these middle overs, the spinners on and the spinners having confidence to not just push the ball through, try and spin the ball, float it up there, make the batters put all the power and all the energy on the ball.
Another shot played there by Kevin Awino. Looks like to be in a rush again there. So it's all about bowling those dot balls. The more dot balls you bowl, the more pressure you're going to apply on the batter, the more you make them think and try to do something different. And that's what you want from your bowlers. Yes, you want wickets, but how do you get wickets? Try to bowl as many dot balls as you can.
Yeah, great start.
Run out chance.
Run out chance, direct hit, and not out is the call. Looked a very close one, that one, scampering through. That could be a big turning point in this game. We're certainly close either way. Again, good bowling, keeping the ball up there. And yeah, good decision from the umpire. Bang, bang play, got that one spot on. All credit to them.
Lovely piece of fielding there from Giselle. I said it earlier on. If you want to take Giselle's arm, you're going to take her at your own peril. Otherwise, you don't want to be doing that. Again, excellent bowling from the youngster here.
Yeah, been a great start. Yeah, still pretty new is this ground here at Gahanga too, so it's not as yet the smoothest of outfields. We've had a bit of rain over the last couple of weeks, but it's still pretty dry, so a pick up and throw down of the stumps is a great piece of work.
Good sweep shot there from Awino Kevin down to deep square leg, who does a fantastic job. And that is
just 3 singles given up off this over so far. It's been a really good start. If you can get away with just one more single, you'd think job done from the spinner here. If we can keep them to 4s and over and nudge that run rate up. With only 9 overs remaining, it soon climbs if there's a couple of quiet overs.
Yeah, definitely that's what you need. It has been a good start there from the youngster Grace Mugwaneza, conceding only 4 runs at this crucial moment with 2 experienced batters at the crease. So this is a lovely piece of bowling from here, leaving the score at 56 for 2 after 11 overs. If they bowl a couple of more overs like this, going forward, again, this is where you're looking forward to steal the game away from Charity here.
Absolutely. I mean, you know these batters a lot more than me. Do you think they're getting to the stage now where they're thinking that one of them's going to have to start attacking a bit more, or do you think they'll still be content to knock it around for ones and twos for another maybe 3-4 overs?
Yeah, and just knowing Janet, she's not someone who likes to hang around a bit playing that time. Now she's on 21 of 24. I'm telling you, she's feeling like now she needs to start going. So Janet is going to be the one who's going to start stepping up the gear in terms of getting those boundaries again. So this is where now in that Hampshire needs to take advantage of, because Kevin, yes, she's not someone who can hit the ball always in on the boundary or a good attack of the ball. She just wait for that ball in your zone. But someone like Janet is more innovative. She's a hard hitter of the ball. Again, Sifa Ingabire being brought into the attack. Start off with a short delivery. So if the only good thing that I think Indatwa can do better now in the next 3 or 4 overs is to make sure that they don't concede boundaries again here. That won't hurt them.
Yeah, it's certainly the key. Is not giving those easy boundaries away, is it? If the batter has to do something, you know, as we see sometimes in T20, if they have to bring out the sweeps or the big hits over the top, then fair enough. But what you can't do now is give them the easy boundaries. You know, the short, wide ones that can be put away. You know, keep a lid on the extras, the wides, the no balls. And yeah, make sure if you do get beat, then the batters have to do it. You haven't made it easy for them.
Sloppy fielding there from the field at mid-wicket. And the calling again, remember we've been talking about these two guys not being good callers between the wickets here again. As soon as he hit that ball, the call was yes, before the fielders hit the ball in the hand. If he had gotten that ball, I'm telling you that was going to be one of these batters walking out. And this is what in that one, they just need one of these two guys to be sitting in the dugout back there. And if you look at this charity lineup, it's only these two now. Those are the last recognized batters left in there. The rest of them cannot come in the end win you the game. So they need to make sure that they get a wicket here going forward.
Yeah, I think we've seen a slight change of approach from Janet in this innings. She's looking to play really straight previously. Most of this over, she's gone across her stumps a little bit just to try and access that leg side a bit more. So that'll bring opportunities as well for wickets. Again, that's that short wide one that I've been looking for, cut away backward of square. Another couple of runs. And again, real just sort of parity this over so far.
Seven runs so far in this Sifa Ingabire over. Again, that makes them. They're pushing for 2 here. Can they get those 2 run-out chance there?
Yeah, that's good running. Needed a better throw. Slight fumble again. We've touched. It's not the easiest to pick the ball up on this outfield. It's a little bit bobbly. Certainly out in the deep. And they pounced on that little fumble and managed to turn that into a 2. And that's made it pretty good over that one for Charity. And got the run rate back to exactly 6.
If you look at the comparison there of Manhattan and there, I think not much a big difference there, especially when we are where we are going now here. But that can change as long as these 2 guys are still in there. .48 still needed exactly from 48 deliveries. A good partnership there of 40 or 42, a healthy one for Charity here. Telling you, Lee, that one needs to do something extra different here if they want to fancy their chance of winning this game.
Yeah, they just look comfortable. They're happy to just rotate the strike, really. So just maybe trying to hit the ball a little bit harder than they were, opening up the leg side, but still been pretty chanceless so far from this pair. And yeah, they look in control. The breakthrough feels like it's needed. Feels like a bit of a tactical shoelace, this one. There was a bit of heavy breathing from all the running that we've been doing. It's nice to see, you know, experience doesn't always show in the shots that they play, does it? Just taking a moment, getting a bit more air back into the lungs. Yeah, very convenient shoelace. But again, you do everything that gives you the best advantage to win the game. So that's what it's all about. It happens at all levels of cricket. You know, so watch some of the top sides play. You know, all the little tricks that give everybody, you know, that little tiny advantages. It felt like just a little bit of a rest was needed there.
Yeah, because if you look at that previous over, they ran 3 twos and 3 singles. Definitely she needed that break there.
Yeah, convenient shoelace.
How Nimana being brought back into the attack now. Just they need to try to squeeze in where they can get that wicket that they're desperately looking for. And try to bowl as many dots as they can. Because these two batters here look settled here now. Very well in control.
I've got all the field up in the circle on the offside now. So again, hoping to not give any easy singles on that line. That's well bowled. So that's got to be the plan. Straight just outside off. Keep it in the ring. Keep it tight. Rack some dot balls up now. There is that benefit of that extra fielder up in the circle on the offside. Just strangling them a little bit. Good start to the over here. And as you can see, it's amazing. Just a couple of dot balls and that run rate just jumps up a little bit. Another quarter of a run and over needed after a couple of dot balls. I'm sure Hampshire will be thinking if they can line a few more up, that will bring in much more opportunities for a wicket.
Knowing these two batters here, I was about to say after these 2 dot balls, they're going to squeeze in for a single. So this is where now in that one needs to make sure that when you bowl a couple of dot balls, especially within these two, they would try to force in that single in the circle. So all the fielders in the circle need to be on their toes now. And that's how you can create that chance of a run out. You've seen a couple of them being whiskers in terms of the run outs here. So now if you just get those things right, this is where you can get them.
Yeah, certainly. It's got to the stage where they're going to have to take a few risks with the running. I think they're going to have to keep pushing hard. So a run out might be the good wicket option. I think there we can just see a little bit of tiredness setting in. They jogged that one. There was a bit of a misfield that could potentially have been a 2, but it's hard work out there. It's a warm day. Got to keep pushing. Got to keep working hard as a batter here. Every run's going to be crucial. No matter what happens here, it's going to be set up for a close finish.
You see what I've been talking about. Those fielders in the circle need to make sure that they are on their toes, because everything these guys get on the bed, they are looking forward to run in. So if you have good sharp fielders there who are ready to go for the ball and go for the throw on the stumps there, that is the only way you can be able to get that wicket.
Yeah, what you can do for me, when you have that strong ring on the offside there where you've got that extra fielder up saving the one, it's always worth one of those at least coming in an extra 10 yards. Again, the sort of temptations we always have in T20 cricket is if you're in the circle, you're on the very edge of the circle. Well, if the batter set off and run straight away, that's pretty much always a 1. Even if it doesn't go to that fielder who's coming closer, it can put that little bit of doubt in the batter's mind, slow them up a little bit. So I'd like to have seen, you know, one of those fielders just really tuck in another 10 yards, put that pressure on and make the batters think that it's not just an easy one if it's knocked out into that offside. Yeah,
definitely true. That you want that. Not all of you should be straight on the ring. Just a couple of them should be inside there. Grace, change of ends there for Mugwaneza. Grace, she comes now back into attack from the road end. 69 for 2 after 13 overs.
Mixing up the ball as well here in Dato, it's another thing that I'm a big fan of, and the data tends to show that you can't let batters in the shorter format of the game get used to the same bowler. Keep mixing it up, short, sharp spells. Might just buy you that 1 or 2 easier balls at the start of an over as they reline the bowler up again. So, yeah, been good captaincy so far.
Yeah, definitely. Because you wouldn't want the batter to study and get used to the bowler there. So the more you change them again, the more you make them also think the otherwise, because they have to come up with a different plan versus the bowlers that are coming into bowl. Goes big there, Janetti. The placement's perfect. Find the gap there. Boundary that much needed for Charity here. Comes off from Janetti Mbambazi.
Yeah, much needed. Slightly fuller delivery. Again, well, as we discussed in the few overs previously, starting to come shuffle slightly across the stumps, look to open up that leg side, but really it's just the length. It's just slightly full. She's held the shape well and dragged that across to the leg side and found the gap. And as you say, that's a much needed boundary.
This is where now you need to sort your angles out now very well, especially to the guys on the deep now.
That's a better length. We just see the ball just slightly dying in the pitch. Hard to get them away for anything more than a single. Good delivery. Pace off the ball again. Nice to see that after being hit for a boundary, not changing, not trying to bowl the quicker one as young spinners often do, but continuing to believe and just bowling the usual line. Gets away with a nice one down the ground.
Good comeback there from Mukwaneza Grace, taking the pace off. Again then, bowling more straighter. We've seen Kevin is not, I've even seen here, since he started batting, playing anything in front towards mid-off there. Again.
Yeah, good comeback to that over so far after being hit for that boundary. Keeping it up there. And again, as we discussed, a little small chance of a run-out throw to the bowler's end, getting back in time.
Still game on here, Lee, I'm telling you. 36 of 36 delivers here. It can go either way here.
Love to know what the batters are talking about here, because it feels like a really interesting player. So, you know, it's always one of those. If them two are there and they'd feel comfortable getting 6 off the last over, but, you know, 1 wicket towards the end, and if the last over's a 6, a 7 or an 8 with a new batter and it's difficult, so are they thinking, should we just try and accelerate a bit here, or should we back ourselves to just keep doing what we're doing, take it really deep, 1s and 2s with the odd boundary and look to creep home in the last over?
But like what you said earlier on, you don't want to leave this game all the way to the end. This is T20. These two guys are settled now. So one of them should decide that's to be the one to go there. You don't want to leave it all the way to the end because you never know what's going to happen. A wicket here going forward is going to be interesting again. They will be all under pressure. So one of these two guys just need to say, let me go, get it done with here again. Up 17 or 18 overs, the game is done. Because the more you take it to the end, the more the pressure.
Yeah, that's the approach for me. Still 8 wickets remaining, and we know these are the two class acts in the middle, but plenty of batting still to come. So, yeah, exactly that. Someone has to, for me, take a little bit of a risk. I'm not talking about trying to hit everyone over the sight screen, but just up that ante a little bit. 1 or 2 bigger overs here, a few more boundaries, and as you say, then it all of a sudden, once you get to this 35, 36 mark, 4 quick boundaries, looks at a very different game all of a sudden. So, be interested if they do just try and attack a little bit more now. Again, good running. Out to that fielder. Mid wicket. Again on the edge of the circle. Plenty of protection behind that fielder. Can they take a bit of a risk? Move that fielder in a bit. If it goes past them, it's still likely to just be a 1. Got to realise it's not just about where you're fielding, but who's around you, who's behind you. If you've only got that one person in on the leg side, they really have to tuck tight for me and clamp that single down. Maybe shows that they are thinking what we're discussing, bit of innovation, bringing out the reverse sweep, not connecting on that occasion, but it's a good option. There's no fielders out there. It's wide open spaces. Any bat on that would have run away, so I like the innovation, not coming off on that occasion.
Tries to go big, overpitched there, but not get enough. 2 is the call there, but there's Giselle behind that ball. You wouldn't want to take away her arm.
No, attacked the ball well out there, Giselle. Good pickup. Only ever a 1. And exactly what we talked about. Just a quiet over so far. 2 coming from the first 4 balls. You can almost feel at this stage of the game that just shifts the pressure all of a sudden. We're feeling they need the release of a boundary.
Good running there from the 2 batters there, Kevin Awino and Jeanette Mbambazi. But they're always, each time that they're running, like what we have been saying, I think these fielders in the circle, one of them just need to move a couple of yards inside again, instead of them standing on the deep. Once you do that, you're going to deny them from getting these easy singles that they are getting. So they really need to do something there about it. Good over so far from Marie Jose. Goes big, and there is no one in that region.
Yeah, as I said, I think that's definitely been the talk now. She's going to go. It's a shuffle across the stumps, gets in position really early and plays that wonderfully. And again, just shows how quickly things can shift. It was looking for all money like that was going to be Hampshire in Datua's over, but a shuffle across, really clean strike to the shorter boundary, and that lands over the rope for 6 and turns what would have been a good over for in Datua into 9 runs. And run rate comes down, not up.
Definitely after a boundary, it always goes down. Good finish of the over there. 15 overs gone, 86 for the loss of 2 wickets.
You can see there very little in it, but 2 wickets in hand in terms of the run rate. So very little in the run rate, but only 2 wickets lost. So all set up here, and yeah, I think it's getting to the stage now. Looking to get strike bowlers back on, not leave it too late. Hampshire need a wicket. Need a wicket, open one end up, new batter in, get the pressure on. These 2 are batting very nicely. Just really controlled.
Very well controlled. There's no better word than that. 35 of 36 delivers, generating 41 or 49 delivers. Awino Kevin. Goes across the line then, misses everything. How in the hell did that miss the stumps?
As you see, yeah, definitely trying to up the run rate, these 2 now. That could well bring those opportunities. That's a shot we've not really seen, really playing across the line of that one. Cross batting it. So Hampshire will feel that still in with the chance. Need some wickets, but chances might come now they're attacking a bit more. That one's not the line to bowl. That was drifting down the leg side. Got good bat on it, but picked the fielder out. Be disappointed not to have cashed that in for more than just 1 run.
A wicket here is needed for Indatwa Hampshire to change the equation here and apply pressure back to Charity. We've seen during these past 3 games yearly a lot of batters getting out when they get into their 40s here. We only have got 1 half century so far. So Kevin Awino is there amongst going there, or when any one of these 2 is getting closer to there. A lot of them is failing to convert those 40s into 50s again. So let's hope one of these 2 guys can be able to beat through and convert.
Absolutely. They'll certainly be feeling if both of them can get to their 50s, this game is over. So that must be the plan. They know they're the 2 class acts. Make sure that they do the job. They take it, if not all the way, at least very, very close.
Tries to go for that big hit, looking for that deep mid-wicket region, but not get enough contact there, but still did not stop them from getting that single, keeping those runs coming in. And just one delivery left in this over here. A good over from this young Grace Mgoneza here, I'm telling you.
Yeah, mirror image so far of the last over. We'll see if the final ball goes for a boundary. If not, again, momentum just shifting each way all the time at the moment here. And that is as bad a time as you could ever have to bowl a no ball. Hard to see how you can overstep from that run up. And at such a crucial time, would have been a dot ball, would have been 4 from the over. Now gives them a free hit, a chance to really capitalise. But get away with it. Again, not a lot of bounce on that one, like keeping a little bit low. Trying to smash that one down the ground, as we talked about earlier on the free hit. Often trying to hit it too hard. That was a difficult one. And a good over. Just 5 runs coming from that over.
Yes, you talk about bringing in your key bowlers here again. This is where now they need to bring them. Henriette Ishimwe, the captain, she has got a couple of overs. The Mahaweni Mana, she's still got 1 over. Giselle Ishimwe has got again another over. So this is the crucial time now. You need to bring them there, trying to change and shift the momentum towards yourself here again. So now we've seen Giselle Ishimwe comes in to bowl over number 17. So which means Henriette Ishimwe and Mahaweni Mana are the ones that are going to be coming in to bowl the last 2 overs if they manage to get there. We are into the last 4 overs here.
Yeah, I think Hampshire will be quite pleased. They've contained them relatively well in those middle overs with the spinners. They've not let them charge away. They've got the good experienced quicks to come. But equally, haven't managed to pick up those wickets, haven't managed to get a breakthrough. And that first ball is picked up beautifully to the vacant mid-wicket boundary. Starts the over with a 4. You can see by how the batters are setting up now, that's becoming the target. There's a little shimmy going towards the offside. Fielders are changing now. Third man comes in, the fielder goes out deep. Deep, backward square going out. Ball too late for me, that one. That was the obvious play. And in close games, that one little mistake can be huge.
Definitely. No, she just need to do is to keep rotating like this again all the way to the end. They've started well. What you just need to do is to rotate like that now. Already they've got all 5 runs in this over again, and they need 5+. So it's now pressure being applied back to Giselle now.
Yeah, you love that, don't you? When it claims like this, you get boundary off the first over, you just feel that no matter what happens now, you're already in the over. Anything else is a bonus. So early boundaries in overs are always, mentally so good for the batting team.
Good come back there. You need a couple of those in this over. 2 or 3 of those again. It changes everything. 19 runs to win for Charity here. Of 21 balls. A couple of those dots from Giselle Ishimwe. And if they get a wicket here, that should be a bonus. Goes up. But is it enough to carry all to the field? 2 is a call, then 2 it is there comfortably.
Yeah, good running. Just landed in an awkward place there. Split the fielders in the deep really well. Didn't get hold of that at all, but because she hit it so badly, there was no power on the ball. It landed edge of the 30-yard circle, and they come through for 2 well-made runs. Just Seen a couple of little misfields over these last few overs. I feel they're going to be crucial in this. Really just getting on top now. It's been a big over this for Charity. Put them right in the driving seat now for me. Wickets needed.
Definitely wicket is the only thing that in that Hampshire can save them from losing this game here. 14 of 19. And with two guys that are in their 40s. They again on the legs. Those should be easy two there. Easy 2 runs there taken.
Yeah, 11 runs coming from that over, and that's put a big dent in the remaining total. It's all in their hands now. 12 needed from 18 balls. We're going to have to see one of those wickets, one of those overs that Henriette's famous for. We're going to need a few wickets now to put any pressure back on the batting team.
Three overs left here. Now, how Nimana comes into the attack from the road end. Can be this the over that Charity can call it a day, or can it be for in that one now to turn things around? Anything is possible from this point of where we are now, really. I'm telling you, it can go either ways, depending on how they're going to apply themselves, both batters and the bowler.
Oh, definitely. One wicket here, all of a sudden, you know, it looks a very different game. I feel we're getting close to the stage where, as a fielding team, though, we've got deep third man, deep fine leg. One, I think might just be moving one of those now. That's a good move for me. Get more people up in the circle. If they're going to hit boundaries, then fair enough. But hitting boundaries often comes with a bit of risk, and it's wickets we're going to need. There isn't a possible opportunity. Hit high into the air. Is that going to reach? No, falling short of the fielder out there. And again, awkward bounce, allowing them to come through for 2.
At least if you didn't manage to get up there, just allow them to get that single. You understand? Then once you do that again, you still keep on adding pressure. Yes, it's not yet over. There's still game on here. Look at that shot. That was a bit loose from Janet Mbamba. Didn't connect it well enough. So those are the shots that we're going to be seeing more going forward.
Just be one of those things as a fielding team. You'll just look back if they do lose this game. They'll just think, such small things could have made such a difference here. A few field placings, the odd little misfield. In these run chases that, just over the 100 mark, you can't afford to be just sloppily giving away 10-15% of the runs just by misfields and extras. Always catch up with you in the end.
Good single there taken, just run it down to third man for a single, and this is what they need. It's not like they need a lot of runs to win here. So a couple of that. Janet is on 49, just needing 1 run to register a first 50. Again, that would be if she manages to do that, the second 50 in this Women's League. It's 50 up for Mbambazi Janet. Of 41 deliveries we played for a team.
Yeah, been a really good innings as this. Very controlled, accelerated a little bit towards the end, but never really strayed away from her game plan. Bat on ball, rotating the strike. A well-made 50 off 41. Good captaincy now. Field's coming up. You've got to take that risk. Get them into the circle. Don't give easy ones. But again, that's just soft hands to backward point. The fielder's in the circle, but still a comfortable one. They're not listening to your coach. They're not tucking in tighter. If you're there stopping the one, you might as well be stopping the one. Got to gamble. If it goes past you at this stage of the game, it goes past you. But at this stage, it's got to. If they're going to have any chance at this, really tighten that field, push all the fielders in, make them hit over the top. If they do, good luck to them. If not, it might bring some chances. It's a good piece of fielding out in the deep, getting a good hand on that one, preventing the boundary.
Yeah, like I totally agree with you here again. Now, you don't need to be having guys on the boundaries. Yeah, you're only defending a few runs off a lot of balls. They get everyone in. You never know. If they get it over you within, that's it, because the game is gone already. But if you take a wicket, you never know. You've got a new batter coming in. You never know what can happen there. One wicket brings many.
Often see it too late from the captains, don't we? When they need one to win, they bring everybody in, and you know it's pretty much always too late by then. But to me, when we got down to single figures here, 10 or 12 needed off the last 3 overs, you've got to roll the dice, get everybody in, make the batters take the risk, make them hit over the top. If they do, good luck. If not, at least we're doing something different. We've made them think. It's all you can do as a captain, really. Sometimes make the batters think, make them play different shots that they don't want to do. At the moment, they've just left them nice and easily and in control. Allow them just to run it around for these final few overs. And 4 needed from these last 2.
One run it is there.
Good pick-up, good one-handed pick-up, good fielding. Keeping the game alive. Another one for me, though, as a captain. We know Henriette's your strike bowler. I'm not so sure I would have been saving her last over to this stage of the game when we're already pretty much dead and buried. You've got to take those gambles earlier, get your best bowlers in, try and take those wickets. They've made it comfortable now. All the batters need to do is bat on ball. Don't even need to force anything off Henriette here. Just see out this over if they had to do. And they're just cruising to victory now. Fantastic partnership from these two, showing all their experience. And there you can see it's a good ball. No need to panic at this stage, giving it the respect it deserves. They know the only way they can lose this game now is with a flurry of wickets.
That should be the game there, and only realizing that she needed a 4 to get to a 50.
Yeah, wonderful shot to finish the game there. We've seen a few of those. Played that very nicely. A little bit of width on offer. She's played a few of those nice shots through the covers there. Gets plenty of bat on that. Wonderful timing. Runs away for 4. And they've made a difficult chase look very comfortable in the end. Won by 8 wickets with over and over to spare. See that it's not that short. It's not that wide. But great hands through the ball, finds the gap, runs away for 4 and wins the game. And a fantastic partnership that's done it. And there we can see. .51 from 65 from Kevin Owino, 53 from 43 from Jonathan Mbaze. Comfortably taking these charity team home there, with 8 balls to spare. And a good game comes to an end. Join us for the post-match presentation.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lee, for being with us.
Always a pleasure.
Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Game number 5, day 3. We're in Datwa Hampshire taking on Charity, and Charity winning this game by 8 wickets. Congratulations to you guys. And in Datwa Hampshire, hard luck to you. Henriette Ishimwe, the captain, the losing captain, come forward, please. Tough luck, second game. Won yesterday, lost today. Right, what went wrong to you guys today? You earlier on, you said you guys want to post in 140 plus, but you managed to put in 111 there. So what went wrong for you?
I think we lost on our batting side, but we still have more games to play. So we have to come back stronger tomorrow.
You have to come back strong again in the other games, Ken. Thank you very much. Good luck in your upcoming games. The winning captain today, Diane Bimenyimana. Different conversation now today. Good luck, well done for the win again. Second game coming in to win. You talked about earlier on you guys coming hard, and you showed it again. You showed up to be a different squad again. Even if you look at your fielding, if you look at your batting again, it was a different squad. What contributed to that?
As I said it earlier, getting the two players today was a bit somehow change, and a very good change on our team. It showed itself there, the batting, the bowling, even the fielders today. It was very tight.
Definitely well said there. What lessons can the other batters in your squad learn from those two guys from Uganda? Because each time these guys are not here, you guys seem to struggle. So what lessons can those guys learn from those two batters?
If they see the way they batted, they were patiently, and even any loose ball which was coming was going outside. So it's there to be patient and be creative.
A run out from the game changer you call here in the team, how effective was that?
Of course, it let them down because she was the one who was accelerating. Then after getting that wicket, even the score went down.
Thank you very much, Captain, for the win. For the player of the match today, you have got two contestants there. I think there's no hassle there. The two guys that have batted very well for their team, Kevin Awino, 51 of 65. And the player of the match is the one who bowled 4 overs, conceding 23 runs, took 3 wickets, and scored 53 of 43 delivers. Janet Mbambazi. Congratulations there, Janet. You've been absent for quite some time for your team, but bang, you come in again, face fifth again, your first game. Tell us what has been going behind the scenes in terms of how you prepared for this game.
Honestly, there actually hasn't been much. I've been busy with school, but I'm glad that I've been able to come back and score a few runs for the team.
On that note, congratulations for you graduating there. We've been following you up. Keep it up, and you keep on motivating the other players. That is it there for the post-match presentation. A game between Datwa Hampshire. We've got another game that is coming in the afternoon. So Sorowate taking on White Clouds.